Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Had some technical difficulty. It also crashed. Or rather, my computer just crashed. I don't know why, but yep, we're back. Okay, as I was saying, hello everyone, people, friends, and animals of any species. Welcome to another Genshin Impact stream. And for today, you guessed from the title, lol. We're doing the Exquisite Night Chimes. Or rather, Lantern, right? Yep, so yeah, quite a while. Well, yeah, of course, this happens yearly. So, yep. From what I remember from last year's, it was like, I remember it. I thought it was Moon Harbor that they place on the, like the statue part on Leeway. Speaking of Leeway, I haven't seen Leeway yet. So I thought maybe I try to avoid Leeway for now and uh I'll just come there when I do the exquisite night chimes. So yeah, so the experience will be so uh amazing and I'll be able to capture my reactions here. So I guess without further ado, yeah, let's start. Oh, as the year end draws near, the bustling Lantern Rite is soon approaching. You and Paimon return to Liver Harbor and find yourselves pleasantly surprised by many old friends and a special guest from abroad. Oh, we have a special guest. Wonder who? Let's go to quest. 1,000 miles for an enigmatic tune. You return to Liver with Paimon in anticipation of yet another unforgettable time at the Lantern Rite Festival. Okay, let's go. So excited to see Liwe. Oh, and also considering it's nighttime, okay? This is gonna be good. I wanna see it from the distance first. So let's not just teleport and yeah, let's teleport here and then walk through Leeway Harbor. Tininin. Here we go. Oh my god, here we go again. This is the view that I always come to every lantern ride. Not the Shao lanterns and all. Okay, let's start going to Leeway Harbor. Oh, didn't suffer from fall damage. Oh my god. Ah, the festivities of Lantern, right? I wonder what we were going to do here. Last time we did some fireworks. That's a new. I believe that's a new thing for Leeway. Because yeah, the first Lantern right were just making shower lanterns, and then the next one included some fireworks. So for this year, we'll see. Oh my god, there we go. So beautiful. And I wonder if we were able to create uh shower lanterns. As from the last or the first lantern, right? I wasn't able to create an extra. Rather, I spent all of it. Wonder if we can create more shower lanterns to this lantern, right? Hopefully we can. I wanna have some shower lanterns at my disposal. Ooh, here we go, the fireworks. And here's the statue for this year. Ooh, it's now a crane. Huh? For this year, we can step on the platform. Can we climb? No? Yeah, we can. This time it's like a float thingy. Nice. And depicting up a crane. Okay. Let's see. What about those treasure chests? Are they here? Do we have this year? No? Is it here? Oh, oh, this is the one of the event. What I got the paper thing event. And then on the other side, They turned off? Did they like turn on at a certain time? Yeah. So nice that everything it's always so nice here at nighttime. I can see the shell lanterns. No, nothing here. At nope. No treasure chest this time up here. Okay, I guess let's continue on with the quest. Yeah, that's so beautiful. I wonder if I can attend one in real life. If I'm not mistaken, Lantern Rites are Chinese New Year's? I'm not sure. Hopefully we can try to visit like a similar one. Wow, even Granny Shan. Was that a dragon before? I don't think that's a dragon before. Anyways. Here we go.
Paimon votes we go say hi to Xiangling first.
It's One Min Restaurant. Oh, it's not auto play. Huh? Zhongli!
Huh? Xiangling? What a pleasant surprise meeting you here!
Oh? Why, the pleasure is all mine. As is the surprise, surely. It must be fate that brings us together in this place. How have you fared as of late?
You gotta miss Zhongli's voice. Everything has been going great. Things have been going alright.
I sense you are older and wiser than the last time we met. It seems your travels continue to yield valuable insights.
You got Zhongli, you got some explaining to do. We met Nahida and just kidding. Thank you, Zhongli.
You are too kind.
So, Xiangling, are you here to listen to stories over tea again?
I had originally planned to set out after this last round of tea.
It's
However,
like drinking. Last round of tea.
However,
I had planned to take a walk to Chimes village and gather some nascent bamboo shoots, which are currently in season. A villager there once gave me a small sample, and they possessed a most excellent flavor.
Bamboo?
Huh?
Flavor
Make
for
some
what?
bamboo shoots? Why can't you just use normal bamboo shoots instead? Wait, Paimon knows! Because Zhongli prefers the finer things in life, right? Okay, Mr. Particular, let me guess. Ahem. The nascent bamboo shoot has a uniquely tender texture and a delicate sweet taste that its normal cousin cannot match.
Well said, Paimon.
An astute observation, Paimon. You know me well indeed. Latern Rite is almost upon us, but besides the bamboo shoots, there are a few other items I have not yet procured from Director Hu's list. May I ask if you have already made arrangements for the days ahead?
Well, we were planning to use the opportunity to say hi to some of our friends, but before we were able to figure out a schedule, we ran into you.
Well then, might I invite you to imagine the sheer delight that is a soup cooked with the freshest nascent bamboo shoots in all the land. Generous cuts of pork belly and crisp, fragrant bamboo shoots placed together in the pot and left to simmer slowly for half a day.
I've never had anything like that. Oh. Pork soup with some fragrant bamboo shoots. That is a thing to try. I'm already drooling.
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Paimon's onto your
That
plan.
one eye look.
You just want to hoodwink us into fetching your bamboo for you.
Paimon.
Why, I assure you, I would do no such thing. I merely wish to inform you of the freshest, most succulent and flavorful bamboo shoots one could ever hope to taste.
Ugh. Let's go, traveler. Paimon's taste buds can't take it anymore.
We can see the Paimon is already lying just from the eyes a moment ago. Ready
Well,
to go when
a few
you
bamboo shoots shouldn't take too long. Paimon has gotta get our hands on some of that soup.
Such fine specimens are indeed well worth the excursion. Very well. I shall leave the bamboo shoots to you. Should you have the good fortune to find some, please share them with me as well.
I gotta find like this in this instance that Zhongli is somewhat kinda a little bit persistent. Like yeah, not his usual, but yeah.
See? Paimon knew he was just bamboozling us.
However, there is no need to rush. The streets of Liu will be bustling with visitors and filled with all manner of celebrations during the festive period. By all means, go wherever your interests lead you. The nascent bamboo shoots would be but a wonderful final touch to a most exceptional feast. What an honor it would be to savor them in the company of friends.
I understand. We will check in with you later at Wangshan Funeral Parlor.
We're heading out. Enjoy your walk, Young Lee.
Take care now, you two.
You too, Zhongli. Here we go, the exquisite night chimes. Obtain the nascent bamboo shoots. Oh, we're gonna go through it. Okay. Sure thing. To Kingsa Village! Oh. That's a little bit far from Kingsa Village. Okay, sure, why not? Oh yeah, this is where mostly the bamboo shoots are. Yeah, that makes sense.
Bamboo
Ah!
shoot.
Ah!
Bamboo shoot. Nascent bamboo shoot. Oh, this one's only just sprouted, and it looks super fresh. Paimon thinks this is the one.
Okay, I don't wanna trap Paimon, but that boar. I keep getting trapped in that. Okay, so yep, let's gather some bamboo shoots. Is this it? Yeah, nascent bamboo shoot. Is this also it? Yes. How about this one? No, just a regular bamboo shoot. Another. Should we collect paper? Yeah.
These should be enough. Let's head back.
Okay.
Help!
Huh?
Help!
Yeah.
Did you hear that? Someone's calling for help. It's coming from over there.
From where? Oh, the map. What? Where's? Oh, this. Yo yo! Yo yo! We finally see Yo yo! A short, slender figure rescues the drowning man, and yeah, I forgot
Are
how
you
fast
okay?
the dialogue is.
Did any water go down the wrong pipe?
Wrong pipe. Oh? What's with that outfit? Fountain?
I think I'm okay now. Thank you so much.
Kinda like, looks like kind of a
That was
two-ish.
scary. Well, at least you're all right. All thanks to your savior here. Oh, a little girl? Greetings, everyone. My name is Yao Yao. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
No, Yao, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, she's
Finally,
so romantic.
we met Yao Yao.
My name's Paimon, and this is the traveler.
Greetings.
I'm Dvorak,
Borjak.
a musician from Fontaine.
Oh yeah, it's Fountain.
I came through Stone Gate intending to head towards Liyue Harbor, but then I became captivated by the beautiful scenery. And before long, I was completely lost. Just now, I was so mesmerized by the waterfall that I slipped and fell into the water. If it weren't for Miss Yao Yao's help, I shudder to think what might have happened.
It's all right, Mr. Dvorak.
That music, I like this background music.
Means the stone path is always wet and slippy. You definitely have to be careful. Next time you're exploring an unfamiliar environment, try to focus on what's right in front of you. Don't let your mind wander. As long as you watch your step, accidents like this won't happen anymore.
Yes, ma'am. I understand. I'll remember to be more careful next time.
How do you pronounce it? Jorvak?
Oh,
Jorak?
Are you hungry, sir?
Oh, I'll be fine.
Please, sir, it's quite all right. I was born and raised here in Liyue. It's only natural for me to extend my hospitality to any guests who are passing through. I expect you still have quite a long journey ahead of you. It's very important to keep your energy levels up. I still have some lotus flower crisps left in my backpack. Why don't we split them between the four of us? Aw, what a thoughtful kid! She even has some for Paimon!
Yeah, she included Paimon.
You're welcome.
What a nice girl, Yao Yao. Everyone savor some delicious lotus flower crisps as they enjoy the view scenery.
So tasty. If only there were more.
More? You already have a Sumter Beast. A Sumter Beast.
Having a healthy appetite is a good thing. It means Paimon's still growing. If I'd known I was gonna run into you, I would have made a second batch. Hope you're taking notes, Traveler. This is how you treat your Paimon.
No, you're
What
just
do
a
you think,
gluten
sir?
Paimon.
Are Levi's snacks to your taste? I wonder if they're not sweet enough.
No, they're perfect. When I was traveling through Mondstadt, I had a chance to try one of their moon pies. It had a meat filling, unlike these crisps. But apart from that, it seems like they follow a similar cooking process. Both are delicious in their own way. As for Fontaine's cooking, though, it's been a long time since I've had a taste of home.
Sounds like you spend a lot
Wait.
of time on the road, huh?
This symbol. Isn't this the one from Mabel in Gravity Falls? Is it? It kind of... I think it is. Huh. Maybe.
I do. It's part of my job. I'm one of the main organizers of the Iridescence Tour.
Oh! The iridescent...
Iridescence tour?
The one from... the one Sinyan was, like, trying to get into. That sounds somewhat familiar.
The Iridescence Tour is one of the biggest music festivals in Fontaine. We're looking to expand, though. Our aim is to hold a festival in every nation.
Hey, Borge! Hello, welcome. Ayos lang. Hello, wey. Ako si bababa. O tataas. Hindi, bababa lang tayo. Musta? Mag-stream ka ngayon? Yun. Bababa lang ng bababa, syempre. Kakatapos lang kumain, yun. So mag-stream ka mamaya. Pahinga konti, tapos ligo, then stream, yun. Paras pa ating gawain eh. Pagkatapos mag-work, lang, ligo, tsaka kain, na stream na. Magkano ka ngayon? Mag-Fall Guys ka mamaya? O ano tayo ngayon? Lilipad tayo. Tataas. The iridescent stir is one of the biggest... Oh, yeah.
At least, all the main organizers share this goal. Unfortunately, it's a long story, so I'll spare you the details.
Tataas
But
muna
anyway,
tayo,
so the main
tapos
reason I'm
bababa
traveling all around
pagkatapos.
Tibet is to promote our
Yun.
music festivals. But I have some personal reasons, too.
Siyempre, pag tataas tayo, bababa tayo. Yun. Sige, Borge. Kain mabuti, ligo mabuti, stream mabuti. Hindi na kasi ako nakakapag-stream ng Monday to Wednesday. Kaya lipad ko pag Webes. Ganun pala yung usual schedule mo. Yun, mabuti ang lahat. Yes. Yes, sir. So it's a long story, so I'll spare you the details. But anyway, so the main reason I'm traveling all around Tibet is to promote music festivals. But I have some personal reasons too. Nagbago na kasi yung sked namin sa office, kaya nagbago na. Oh. Ano ba yan? Ano trabaho na yan? Nakasira ng ng streaming. Ayun nga, panira talaga ng stream ang work. Wag na kaya mag-work. Wag na work. Ano lang yan eh. Sagaba lang sa stream natin. Oo, stream na lang. Doon tayo kung saan tayo masaya. Wag sana nakakasira sa kaligayahan natin, no?
Let me see. Well, to explain it in full, I'd have to start with a story from my ancestors.
Yun,
I don't
eh.
want to take up too much of your time.
Mga ano tayo, ah. Umupo muna kayo, mga bata. It's story time. Yan. Sabi nga ng sex bomb dancers, kung ano nasa puso mo, sundin mo. Yun, tama. Tignan natin kung ano nasa puso natin. Kung pag-stream, walang pwedeng sagabal. Kahit malatrabaho, pamilya, na joke lang. Joke lang.
Oh, I
Tayo,
love
bird
listening
chick.
to stories.
Teka, sabihin ko na boss ko. Yun, sige. Balta mo ako. I love listening to stories. Yun, may oras yaw-yaw. Tara, kinig tayo
We
ng
gotta hear it too.
storya.
Okay, then I'll start from the beginning. The story goes that my
Alam,
ancestor,
seryoso pala.
who was also a traveler, once slipped and fell into a lake during his travels. As he was sinking and gasping for breath, he heard a wondrous tune in the air. They say it was the most beautiful, moving melody he had ever heard.
Makinig ka ngayon sa istorya. Oo nga eh. Mag-story time to bigla eh. Sige.
Even in that life and death moment, the ethereal music seized his full attention and almost made him forget the fact that he was drowning.
Duh.
When he finally came to, he found that he had already been brought ashore. Not too far from him stood an unfamiliar woman with an almost divine aura.
Di ba yun yung muntik na mangyari sa'yo? Jorak? Kung di ka naligtas ni Yaw-Yaw, nalunod ka na din ngayon.
Once she saw that he was no longer in danger, she left without a word. My ancestor tried to run after her to give his thanks, but although a mere dozen paces separated them, no matter how quickly he gave chase, he drew no closer and remained a dozen paces behind. In the end, all he could do was to bow in thanks to the woman as he watched her walk away towards the rivers and mountains in the distance, before at last he turned around and made his way home. Once he returned to Fontaine, he began to learn an instrument so that he could spread his story far and wide, just like the bards. After generations of retelling,
Yun,
embellishing,
ganda
and
ng pasok ng
dramatizing,
background music.
people have come to think of that lady as something like a fairy.
Parang ano talaga. Sinat
The
yung
story's
scene na
become
to ah.
something of a local legend in Fontaine. It's called The Lady Overlooking the Lake. People now say that if you go down to the lakeside and play an instrument, so long as you play a pleasing melody, you will hear a fairy lady who is hiding out of sight, playing along with you.
Magaling director niya. Oo nga eh. Talagang sinat talaga yung ano eh. Yung mood, yung atmosphere. Ewan ganyan, ganda oh. It's a nice legend. At its heart, it's a true story.
Exactly. It may just be a legend to others, but for me, it's a real part of my family history.
Family?
I wanted to find out the truth of this tale. So I decided to retrace my ancestors' steps and search for that lady's modern-day descendants. Of course, there's no way of knowing where my ancestor
ancient
fell
na pala.
into the lake all those years ago. So I always knew that the search would be akin to looking for a needle in a haystack. I've spent many years on the road now, and I'm nowhere near as fit as I was in my youth. The wish that I've spent half my life chasing after has now become something of an obsession.
O siya, ligo na ako. Maligayang pag-grind. Sige. Ligo mabuti, boards. Thank you sa pag-ano pa rin. Sa pagdayo. Gingats.
I haven't lived half of my life yet, but still, I understand how you must feel. Paimon too! It's like... imagine if you saved the center of a lotus flower crisp, which is the best part, by the way, because you wanted to eat it another day. But then suddenly, sploosh! It falls into the water, never to be seen again! Paimon would definitely remember that for the rest of her life.
in such a tragic tale
There's no need to feel
from
sorry for me.
Paimon.
I've made some progress over the years. For example, I've concluded that the story must have taken place in Liyue.
Oh, so you finally found a lead?
Yes, in fact, that's an intriguing story in and of itself. I'd always known that Mondstadt is the city of song and freedom, but more recently, I heard that the Animal Archon returned to Mondstadt for a festival in the fall, and learned that he himself is a patron deity of music. So I prayed for the Animal Archon's guidance in the Mondstadt Cathedral, and as soon as I set foot back outside the front gate, I noticed a cluster of leaves being blown in the wind further and further west, towards Stone Gate. A friendly local told me that this meant the wind was guiding me in the direction of Liyue. So I followed their
Oh.
advice and made my way here.
So Venti is guiding this man. That settles it then. It was Liwe.
Right? You get it. I knew I'd find someone that agrees with me eventually.
Are you sure? It sounds a bit too much like one of those fake legends told by those treasure hoarder guys to scam gullible grannies from Chingsa Village. Rex Lapis has returned to the world. Just give me some incense and a little more towards the travel fees, and I will pass your gift on to the Lord of Geo and ask him to keep you and your family safe and well. And so on.
It's like Yayo already had his
Don't
fair
worry,
share of
Yayo.
treasure hoarders.
We have a lot of experience with deciphering omens and stuff.
Yeah, we know the
Anyway,
Archon.
You only got scammed if you handed over Mora, right?
Actually, to express my gratitude, I did spend rather a lot of more on several bottles of fine wine, which I left at the statues of the Seven along the way.
Oh dear.
Oh dear indeed.
Well, how about this, ladies and gentlemen? Why don't I bring you all to Yujing Terrace to see Miss Ganyu?
Yujing Terrace?
I don't know very many people, so I can't help you out much. But Miss Ganyu and the Qixing know just about everything.
This kid's
And if
connection
you've been scammed, they'll help
is
you
with
get your
Ganyu.
Mora back. And if the wind was telling the truth, and you want to keep looking for that lady's family, they'll be the best people to ask.
That sounds like a good idea.
But you've already helped me so much.
Well, I was gonna take some new medicinal herbs and plants I picked to Miss Ganyu anyway, so it's no trouble at all.
Yeah.
You know what? It's been a minute since we saw Ganyu too. It should be nice to pay her a visit before Latern, right?
A minute? Paimon, it hasn't been a minute. It's been a century. Let's get moving.
Alright, well, my sincere thanks to you all. I will never forget your kindness.
Okay, everyone. Please follow me. I'll be your guide. Remember to watch where you're going, okay? Uh-oh. Paimon's out of a job. Oh well. Paimon will just be a cheerleader instead.
That's a good Paimon. Go to Liyue Harbor, and here's a random event, which is I think on the top. But no, we're not gonna go there. Instead, we're gonna teleport to Liyue Harbor. Nope, we're not gonna inflict more fall damage. It's almost morning, so the shadow lanterns will disappear soon. Still great to see them at night. Ta-da!
Wow, Liyue Harbor looks very different from when I came last.
Because it's Lantern Rite. It sure is
It's almost as
different.
if I'm listening to the same melody, but with a richer timbre and new variations added.
Well, we are here during Lantern Rite after all. It only comes once a year, so they always have a big celebration. It's fair to say that this time of year is when Liyue Harbor looks the prettiest.
I have to agree on you that,
Great,
Paimon.
let's go and check it out. I can't wait to get into the city and see it all up close for myself. The streets are breathtaking. Smiles and laughter everywhere I look. It's contagious. I can almost feel the music in the air, I have the urge to start waving my conductor's baton.
Conductor's baton?
I'm glad that you're enjoying the city.
Should we like... Yeah, we're gonna walk slowly here. I mean, who doesn't want to do that on this fine view? Oh, I think it's... it's already... It's night. I thought it was already going through morning, but actually it was actually going through night. Yay! When what they call it, the time system goes to our uh happens to agree with us. Okay, we're gonna do Sinian! Here we go.
Everyone. Well, fancy meeting you all here. What a nice surprise.
Hello, Xinyan. Let me introduce some new friends.
Oh,
They are
you already met
Traveler, Paimon, and Mr. Dvorak, right?
the Vorjak.
I've known them all for quite a while.
You okay? Sinian already knows this guy? So you already know each other.
When I was last here to advertise a Liyue stop for the Iridescence Tour, Xinyan was one of the few people willing to give me the time of day.
This is the
Feels
iridescent.
like I've been chasing this Iridescence Tour bandwagon halfway around the world, but I keep getting stood up. What's going on, Mr. Dvorak?
You have no idea. That reference. Sinyan has been chasing the iridescent tour for quite a while.
I'm so sorry, Xinyan. We've had a string of terrible luck recently, and every time we've tried to put on a show, something or other has come up to stop our plans from materializing.
Is that right? I guess it can't be helped. So, what brings you to Liyue Harbor at this time of year anyway? Thinking of putting on a music festival during the Latern Rite celebrations?
a Latern Rite music festival. Yes, please.
No, I'm actually here on personal business this time.
Oh, so no Latern
Ah.
Rite music festival?
I mean, that's not just up to me. Hosting a music festival takes a lot of funding and personnel. Moreover, I've never worked with the Liyue authorities before. Even if I were to start putting something together right now, I think it'd be too rushed.
Wait, but we're going to meet the Liyue Qixing, aren't we? And they're the ones in charge. Uh-huh, that's right. Miss Kuching and Miss Ningguang can make anything happen.
Oh
I mean, what?
This is the perfect opportunity! Well, sure, it might not work out, but it can't hurt to bring it up as a suggestion.
Are we really gonna suggest an iridescent, a surprise iridescent music festival? Latern Rite, no, it's not iridescent actually. So it's gonna be like more of a music festival. A Latern Rite music festival would be something different. A Latern Rite music festival would be a huge hit.
That's the spirit! See, even the Traveler agrees with me. Mr. Dvorak, don't let yourself be put off by the fact that a few things haven't worked out recently. As for the performers, I can put you in touch with some local artists. My friend Yunjin is a well-known opera singer in Liyue. With her support and a commissioned song from the Yunhan Opera Troupe, we should be able to get something going.
A surprise
What about you,
music
Xinyan?
festival.
Are you just going to sit this one out?
What do you take me for? If we
brain
actually
dead.
managed to make the Iridescence Tour Latern Rite Grand Concert a reality, you think I'd let anyone else perform the opening act?
Wow! There's that rock and roll spirit!
What do you say, Mr. Dvorak?
Finally, Sinyan.
Okay. I'll give it a shot. But the opening act is not something to be chosen lightly, Xinyan. I will judge your work by the strictest of standards, so please make sure you are fully prepared.
Are you kidding? I thought you'd never ask. Whew, guess my shopping time's getting cut short. I'm gonna head back right away and start working on this. Yao Yao, if you run into your senior on the way to the Qixing, please send her my regards.
Okay, I promise I will. Good luck with your music, Xinyan. You've got this, Xinyan!
Yeah, now we're good. Me too, I'm getting excited for some
So who's
reason.
the senior of yours Xinyan mentioned just now?
I've got
Is
a
that
bunch
anyone
of
we know?
interesting gadgets.
Yes, it's Xiangling. She's mentioned you two before.
Shangling?
Xiangling's always thinking about cooking. Whenever she gets scrapes or burns, she just leaves them to heal by themselves. She definitely needs someone around her to look after her. I know you must have looked out for her a lot too in the time you've known her. So, thank you for that.
Okay, so we're meeting our senior, which is Shangling. Okay, okay. Let's get going to Eugene Terrace.
Latern Rite means that a new year is upon us.
Good. Is it here? Oh yeah, now I remember. We're gonna meet Madam Ping. And also Chi Chi and Baiju. No, not really. We're going to Yunjing, not the Buba's Pharmacy. So let's go. Seems like yesterday that child rescued us here on these very stairs. Madam Ping!
Oh, it's Master! Is it okay if I go and say hi to her?
Oh, calm down now, dear. I'm not about to run off anywhere. I'm not a bundle of energy like you.
I haven't seen you in days, Master! I've missed you.
Oh, bless you, Yao Yao. You do say the sweetest things. Ah, look who it is. Visiting friends during the Lantern Rite, are we?
Greetings, Madam Ping.
You're half right, Madam Ping. We were also trying to help out Mr. Dvorak over here. We were on our way to take him to see the Qixing.
Hello, ma'am. I am a musician from Fontaine and an organizer of the Iridescence Tour. I don't suppose you've heard of it.
Master! The Iridescence Tour is a super famous music festival!
Oh, an old lady like me wouldn't know much about that sort of thing. A music festival, you say? It sounds terribly exciting.
If we could add some musical elements to Lantern, right? If we could organize a Yep.
Oh, right! Madam Ping, how would you feel about that? You're an elder of Liyue, and you know all about Liyue's cultural traditions. Hearing your thoughts would definitely help us figure out how best to approach it. For example, do you think it might be a bit too modern, or is there any other issue?
Why, not at all. Music pays homage to history and culture, and it can also be a bridge between different civilizations. Times change, and the music enjoyed by the youngsters of today is no doubt very different from the tunes I was accustomed to in my youth.
Wow.
Nevertheless, all fine things in life can be appreciated.
This is beautiful. Like, with the shower lanterns, the clouds, this view, everything. It feels really homey.
And so, I look forward to it immensely.
And then talking to Madam Ping, like slow paced. It's a calming experience.
Hear, hear. I do believe that, my own dear grandmother aside, you are the wisest old lady I've ever met.
Goodness gracious, you're all being suspiciously sweet today. Yao Yao, whatever have you been feeding them?
Some crisp.
Master, you're in such a great mood today. You're even cracking jokes with the rest of us.
Oh, well, I'm sure you must have plenty to be getting on with, yes? Run along now. Don't let me hold you up.
Thanks, Madam Ping. We'll see you again soon.
Yep, we'll see you again soon, Madam Ping.
You mustn't be afraid to try new things. If you never try, you'll never know. With your contribution, I'm sure this year's Lantern Rite will be a most spectacular one.
Can't wait to experience Lantern Rite. So yeah, let's go find Ganyo. It's been a while. Did I get wet there? Okay. Again, seems like yesterday when Rex Lapis got murdered here. Here we go. Ganyu!
And when you meet with the Ministry of Civil Affairs, please remind them that the festivities are not an excuse to procrastinate their work.
Understood, Miss Ganyu. I'll take my leave now.
Bye, Xiao. Bye, Xiao.
Ganyu!
Ganyu!
What brings you here, Yao Yao?
I've brought all the medicine you asked me to pick for you. Oh, and here's a pack of sweet flower seeds as well. Also, these dried Chingshin leaves make a great pot of tea that's very good for you. I know you've had a lot to deal with at work recently.
I
but
thought
you
they were
shouldn't
Kingshin
push
flowers
yourself too
because
hard. If
Yao
you're
Yao,
not
how did you
careful,
get them?
you'll end up falling asleep in the grass again. Well, this is weird. It's like a responsible younger sister talking to their disorganized older sister.
It's so good.
Ahem.
Again, we once like saw a sweet side of Ganyu. From Yao Yao and from Cloud Retainer and then Yao Yao. Come on, you're running your mouth again.
Thank you, but Paimon's criticism is quite valid. I do have a tendency to neglect matters outside of work, and that's something I should improve on. Oh, my apologies. I don't believe we've been introduced.
Paimon will do the honors.
Paimon tells Ganyu all about Mr. Dvorak, how now you met in his family history, and again,
What's wrong?
too fast.
Did Paimon go over everything a bit too fast?
Yes.
It's definitely an ambitious plan. If there's anything you didn't quite catch, Paimon's more than happy to go over it again.
Please repeat your dialogue, please.
It may be a little difficult to make this happen.
Oh? How come?
Well, the Lantern Rite is the most important festival of the year. Our celebrations must not only be visually spectacular, but also appeal to the tastes of Liyue citizens from all walks of life. The Iridescence Tour is relatively unknown in Liyue. It's difficult to predict how a brand new show will be received. It would be quite risky for us to bet everything on this one music festival.
Yeah, that actually makes sense, and it's quite
All
rushing.
very valid points. I completely understand.
Therefore, we will not replace or cancel any of our pre-existing program. However, I will submit a proposal requesting to put the Iridescence Tour special performance as the final act of this year's festivities. Some live music will certainly add to the festive atmosphere on the night of the Lantern Rite. As for the venue, let's reserve a space at the docks.
So we're not stealing anyone's thunder, but we will end the night on a high note.
Yes, my thoughts precisely. Now I just need to take some time to give this proposal some polish.
Okay, so
as long as I
we actually have a
clearly lay out the
proposal.
pros and cons, and highlight the key points of the proposal, given that Ping and the Traveler have both given the idea their blessing, I'm confident that Qixing will be sure to give it serious consideration. Mr. Dvorak, I will need to discuss with you the number of musicians who will be coming to Liyue, as well as their catering and accommodation requirements.
Oh, yes, certainly. Let's step to the side and discuss further.
As soon as there's work to do, Ganyu's as diligent as ever. I couldn't agree more. Master once said that everyone has things that they are good at and things that they are less good at. So, with that in mind, Ganyu shouldn't feel compelled to become perfect at absolutely everything. I'm good at taking care of people, so that can be left to me. Wow. Hey, Yo-Yo, can you take care of Paimon too? Paimon's getting hungry again.
Paimon, you're trying to freeload again.
I'm It's empty now, but if you let me know what you like, I can bring you some of your favorite dishes next time we meet. Apart from lotus flower crisps, what else do you like? Anything sweet, and anything that's made from slimes.
Really, anything from slimes.
Here's what I've drafted so far. Anything else you want to add?
Wow.
No, this is excellent. I'm racking my brains, but I don't.
Can
think
you
you've
just
missed a single
like
thing.
made it
Perfect.
outside?
Then we'll leave it as is. I'll go make an official copy. Oh, perfect timing. We were just wrapping up our discussion here.
That was quick, I know, right?
Not at all. Every second counts for a complex proposal such as this.
Making a complex
I will inform
proposal
the
that
Qixing of
just
this
took
development
like
immediately.
seconds or minutes.
Please give me a moment to pass on the message. Yao Yao, thank you for bringing my herbs. I will make sure to take them.
Remember to make tea from them first.
Now I
Ganyu.
want tea.
You mustn't just chew them raw.
I will.
Ganyu.
Okay.
Just like a
I
goat.
should be getting back. If Yao-Yao stays out for too long, Mom and Dad will be worried sick. Everyone, I'm sure that the music festival will go off without a hitch, so don't worry. And in case I don't see you before, I wish you all a very happy Lantern Rite.
Nah.
Thank you, Yao.
Happy
Yao.
Lantern, right? Yo, yo.
Happy Lantern Rite to you, too.
We should go get dinner together sometime.
Why are you shouting, Paimon? Stay put and stay put? Really? Just stay put and wait 2 hours. Okay. But let's talk to
That
Dvorak.
lady I just talked to, Ganyu, she really thinks of everything. It got me wondering. Could it be that all our failed attempts so far have been down to our failure to properly prepare for different contingencies?
We can't say, but maybe. Yeah. Meeting a lot of people will sure give you a lot of perspectives. Just like Ganyu. You see, he didn't leave anything and considered everything. Okay, let's wait for 2 hours. More than 2 hours. Ta-da! After a short wait, kitchen.
Greetings, traveler, Paimon, and Mr. Dvorak. Call me Kuching. Ganyu has brought me up to speed on everything. I'll get straight to the point. The Qixing have approved Ganyu's proposal. Over the next few days, I will be working with Mr. Dvorak on behalf of the Qixing to facilitate the organization of this concert.
Yay! That's
Ano, biglaang iridescence, music festival. Unbelievably efficient. Catching strikes again.
Please, the Qixing have a duty to deal with matters such as these. We have merely moved things forward to the next step. On a more personal note, I am an avid supporter of all things new and innovative. As such, it is my privilege to work with you on this exciting project.
Thank you so much, Kuching. I'd become quite discouraged after our recent failures and was expecting the same outcome once again, so I didn't dare to get my hopes up.
Ito dapat usually
Never in my
yung
wildest
gala na
dreams could I have
biglaan.
imagined this going so smoothly. It's like a dream come true. Right. Time for me to call in the performers. To stage a concert at a high-profile event like this is a rare opportunity. We'll make sure it's a night to remember.
Yes! Our music band's finally getting fired up!
Music man!
Yes, indeed. I know exactly what I'm
If you
doing
know
from
that
here.
reference.
For a musician, music will always be the language they are most fluent in.
What about your ancestor? What about that fairy lady?
Oh, that. Well, that can wait for another time.
Oh,
Ganyu? What's wrong?
they told me all about Mr. Dvorak's situation, but I was so engrossed in drafting the proposal that I forgot all about it.
Oh, that's quite all right. I don't even know what the person I'm trying to find looks like, so it was always going to be a long shot. Don't worry about me, Ganyu. Your time and energy are needed elsewhere. I'm sure you already have plenty to deal with between this concert and everything else going on during the Lantern Rite.
Thanks. It was just that I had a few initial thoughts when I heard your story. For instance, I wonder if this lady your ancestor met might have been an adeptus. What do you think?
It's definitely possible. We don't have enough information yet.
To tell you the truth, Mr. Dvorak, I am somewhat related to the Adepti myself. I am part human and part Chilean. The Chilean is an illuminated beast. I know how important your quest to get in touch with your roots must be to you, because I've been there myself before, trying to find out where I belonged.
Did you say the Adepti? And you're illuminated beast? Part Chilean? Are you telling me all the rumors of the Liyue Adepti are real? So it's not just artistic license?
Artistic license.
You bet they're real. Trying to track them down is tough, though. Like Julian Karst itself. There's nothing specifically stopping you from going there, but getting in and out of there is quite an ordeal.
Yes. Anyway, if you're looking to uncover a lost melody or shine light on a forgotten aspect of Liyue's cultural history, I'm probably not the best person to ask. But if it's a person you're looking for, then I just might be able to help.
I see. I think I understand the situation now. In that case, Ganyu, shall we divide the work between us?
Yes.
Here we
That was
go.
also my thought.
Great. So Mr. Dvorak and I will concentrate on things here in the city to make sure the concert goes according to plan. In the meantime, Ganyu will reach out to her network and try to find the person he's looking for. How's your workload at the moment? Will you be able to make time?
They're being
I
a
can
good team,
probably get through everything in 2 days, as long as I don't sleep.
As long as I don't
Wait,
sleep. Oh
what
my
do you mean,
god.
as long as I don't sleep? Even for someone with illuminated beast blood in their veins, working for such an extended period without a break will take its toll on your health.
Somehow that does not sound persuasive coming from Kuching.
Be it but 3 moons from the start, he who returns is not he that departs. Even I know the importance of maintaining a healthy work-life balance.
In that case,
3 days.
3 days.
Alright, I can work with that.
If you have the time, would you join me for this search? You're
But of
well known
course.
to many of the Adepti and respected among the people. I'll feel much more at ease with your company.
We're here to help.
Okay, then let's meet back here in 3 days.
What?
3 days is just
Mr. Dvorak.
a few
We'll
seconds
get to
for
the
me.
bottom of this.
You're all so helpful and kind. I just...
Yeah, you don't know what to say.
Imagine if we found the Adeptus lady, or one of her descendants, and got them to come to the performance. Wouldn't that be amazing? It'd be such a happy reunion. And that's exactly what this festival's all about.
I'm sure the wind that guided you here feels the same way. Yeah, I think we can vouch for that.
You're right. Okay, I'm gonna pull out all the stops to make this Latern Rite a true extravaganza.
There we
We
go.
should probably get going. Mr. Dvorak, could you come with me to confirm the site?
Ooh, we're coming too.
Alright.
I was wondering, what are your thoughts on music? What does it mean to you?
Music sounds nice.
Sounds nice.
Truth be told, the question of what music means to people is one that I've been pondering for quite some time.
What does music mean to you?
Let's revisit this question after the concert.
What does music mean to you?
Lady Yuhang?
Lady Yuhang.
Baiwen, what is it?
Per Lady Ningguang's orders, I've been gathering intelligence outside of the city with the goal of uncovering and dispatching any trouble ahead of the festival. I am told that a strange melody was heard somewhere along the coast. I was wary of investigating further on my own, so I was just on my way to report this incident to Lady Ningguang.
Oh, is
But
that...
I'm worried that if we don't act right away, we may miss the window of opportunity to take appropriate action.
I understand. In that case,
Let us handle this one.
Yeah, Kuching, you're busy enough as it is. There's a ton of different things in the city that needs your attention. Leave it to us. Don't worry. Whatever it is, we'll definitely be able to handle it.
She.
Well, she will handle it.
Yeah,
With the traveler on the
that
case,
look.
it's as good as dealt with.
It's as good as
Thank
stuff.
you. This will be a great help. I will inform Lady Ningguang about the situation. Once it's resolved, please come and find me again at Eugene Terrace and let me know.
A strange
You! And say
melody.
hi to Ningguang
How is
for
that
us!
You
a thing
have my
needed to be
thanks
looked
too.
at?
Stay safe and come back as soon as you're finished.
Okay,
Good luck.
we'll have our parts to do and let's do them. Go to the place Biowen mentioned.
She said she'll reach out to the Yunhan Opera Troupe? Huh, I see.
Because we're talking about Sinian.
Then I'll arrange for a rehearsal venue and accommodation as soon as possible. Everything should be ready tonight.
Many thanks, Kaching. You know, I once heard someone from Liyue describe a person as swift as lightning and agile as the wind. At the time, I thought it was a curious expression, and I had a hard time piecing together a mental image of such a person. But now, having seen Kuching in action, I honestly can't think of any other way to describe it. It's such a vivid and expressive phrase, a testament to the richness of Liyue's culture.
You're too kind, Mr. Dvorak.
No, that's what it is. Guessing is swift, agile as the wind. So wait, where is it? Oh, quite far. I thought it was by the docks. Guess I misinterpreted. Anyways, let's deal with this, whatever this is, and probably meet Xiao along the way. And I see a thing that I haven't seen for a while and I should not be seeing. Okay, let's mark this. A silly, what do you call that? I'm just gonna say silly port. Let's change the icon to this one, and we'll get to back on that. Or maybe it's really new. I don't know. Let's see. I don't see anyone here. Maybe here? No? Anyone? Okay.
Byron said the strange tomb is coming from around here, right? But Paimon doesn't hear anything. There doesn't seem to be a soul in...
I was just wondering who in
Yolan!
their mind would come out to a place like this. So, it's you two.
It's been a while.
How'd you sneak up on us like that? You nearly gave Paimon a heart attack.
You look pretty alive to me. Can't have spooked you that bad.
Fair
Fair
enough.
enough.
You know anything about the strange music?
Ah, you're here for that too? Saves me a bit of explaining. Come with me. I've already reconned the perimeter, so we should be safe.
Okay, so someone already went to the bottom of this, whatever this is. Here? Okay. Investigate trail.
The stuff by the door is in pretty good condition, though. It can't have been too long ago that someone was last living here.
Okay. Ooh.
The doors and the windows are all fine, so there definitely wasn't a break-in.
So, what next to that? A window?
This place is completely empty. There's nothing valuable left here at all.
Should there be? Talk to Yelan.
How strange. It looks like it's been looted, except for the fact that there's no sign of a struggle. The bad guys could have sneaked in while the owner was gone, but then how do you explain why the door and windows are intact?
Seems you've done a pretty thorough inspection. So, any theories on what might have happened here?
Yelan, you didn't hide some of the evidence from us on purpose, did you?
Why would I make this more difficult for you? We're on the same side here.
Okay, well,
Haven't gotten that.
Nothing.
What about you? Give up as well?
It's difficult to theorize with so little evidence. It must have something to do with that melody.
Your instincts are pretty good. Or perhaps it's not instinct. The strange melody is one of the few pieces of information you have available, after all. Let me share a folk story with you. A long time ago, there used to be a group of bandits in the Liyue countryside who would sound a horn every time they were about to raid a village. But it wasn't a rallying cry to rouse their fellow men. It was a disconcerting tune, meant to intimidate the weak and warn them of their impending doom. To escape with their lives, the villagers would abandon their homes and flee overnight, taking only their most valuable belongings with them. Everything else was left behind. The bandits were eventually brought to justice, but the fear and trauma remained in the villagers' hearts. Whenever they heard that melody, they would feel like their lives were in danger once again, and flee immediately.
Oh my god, it's
The
PTSD
culprit
all
of this
over
crime
again.
exploited that very fear to get access to this house without having to force their way in.
That's quite the story.
The victims obviously will have gotten quite a fright, but at least they won't be in any great danger. The important thing now is to find this copycat criminal.
If we use Elemental Sight, we could follow the tracks.
On any other day, that'd probably be a good idea. Unfortunately, it's not gonna work today.
How come?
Take a look around and you'll see what I mean. This criminal is clearly well versed both in using music to commit crimes and in making a clean getaway. Not only did they stay off the muddy road to avoid leaving footprints, it looks like they were also careful not to bring any gadgets with so much as a trace of elemental energy. Evidently, they were intent on keeping even the most experienced investigators off their trail. Unfortunately for them, I'm one of the best trackers in the business. They're not about to get away with their little scheme on my watch.
So they have a lead?
So basically, if we want to find the culprit, we just need to follow Yelan.
Mm-hmm. That's our only lead. Follow Yelan.
As long as you can keep up. Since the culprit's trying to be cautious and low risk, I'll bet they left through an area with some vegetation for cover, but not so much that it would slow them down.
Okay. Of course, we're not we're gonna keep up with Yelan. We're more faster.
Here, look at this. These tracks are superficial, but they definitely didn't occur naturally. Something heavy was being dragged this way, meaning we're headed in the right direction.
Gonna run again? Yep. Excuse me.
Their pace is increased. Normally, people carrying a heavy load slow down as their journey goes on and they start to tire. Whatever's motivating them to speed up must be psychological. For instance, reaching the home stretch.
You deduce that by just that's really a detailed thing, just from tracks and all.
There they are! Look! A treasure hoarder tent! Ugh, not the treasure hoarders again! And so close to Latern Rite, too!
It's not the season for their antics.
Come on, let's round them up.
Are we gonna have a trial? No? I thought we were gonna have a character trial. Go to the treasure hoarder camp. So, in the end, it was just another treasure hoarder thing.
Hey! Who are you? Where did you come from?
The evidence is conclusive. Okay, confess and we'll go easy on you. My patience is running low, so why don't you do us both a favor,
You kidding me? You think I'm scared of you?
You should be scared of
Perhaps not.
Yelan.
But you should be.
There we go.
Gotcha. Take it easy.
Curses. Seems like you're not all talk after all. There's no going back now. Better up my game.
And that's how you do it.
Mercy! Have mercy!
Oh, it's a little late for that. I've come this far, I might as well finish the job.
I like that line. It's somewhat I don't know. Oh, it's a little late for that. I've come this far. I might as well finish the job. I like that. I like the line.
I surrender! I surrender, please! I'll do whatever you say. Please have mercy.
Tell us everything. You have one chance, and I'm warning you. Don't make me ask twice.
I won't, I swear.
Okay, start time.
You know, so Latern Rite's nearly here, and like a lot of people, I wanted to buy a few nice things. I know I'm with the treasure hoarders and everything, but I don't really have any kind of experience with robbing people and whatnot. So I don't have the guts to break into somebody's house.
Okay.
Wow, you're really going to complain to us about that?
No, not at all. I'm just telling it how it is.
Okay, continue.
Okay.
I racked my brains trying to think of what I could do, and eventually I remembered something from back when I was a kid. The bandits would blow their horn, and my grandma would grab us kids and run. I remember the tune, so I figured I'd try it for myself. I mean, just to see what would happen. At first, anyway, I seriously didn't expect that family to pack up and leave. But they did, and they just left all their stuff right there for the taking. It was too easy. I couldn't resist. It was completely wrong of me. I know that now. I'll return everything that I took. It's all still in perfect condition, and it'll be like it was never gone. Please, give me a chance, huh? Let me make it right.
Give you a chance, huh? Sounds to me like you'd rather strike some kind of a deal than spend Latern Rite behind bars.
Okay, negotiation time.
Yes?
That's Yelan for you.
You know how to bargain, I'll give you that. It's just a pity that you didn't confess at the first opportunity. You'll have to take a walk with me. Once we've returned the goods, we'll find the owner of the house, and you can apologize to them in person. After that, I'll escort you to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, as a former victim of this kind of crime yourself, I doubt anyone understands the fear you inflicted quite as well as you do. Does your greed matter more to you than your fear? More to the point, if you can play a tune from memory, don't you think you should be capable of making an honest living?
You mean...
That's enough hints for you. You'll have plenty of time to reflect on all of this yourself. There's not much left to wrap up, so I'll take it from here. Guess this is where I'll say goodbye.
Sure. Well done, Yelan. Yeah, well done, actually. You didn't have to do much.
Hmm?
What is it? Is there something else?
I'm still not sure how you first got your hands on this information, so play it safe when you get back. Don't mention to anyone that you ran into me out here.
What do you mean
You
by
helped
that?
a lot with the investigation and arrest anyway, so it's perfectly fair for you to get all the credit. Just take it. It works better for me too.
That
See you when I see
suddenly,
you.
that
And
sudden
happy Lantern
whisper
Rite.
on the back.
Yeah,
Yelan!
with her taking it from here, it's as good as resolved.
We will get you on the next phase, Yelan. Mark my words, I will have Yelan.
Whoosh! Random event, a strange melody, complete.
Oh my god! Is that the time I'm breaking the fourth wall again? Random event, a strange melody complete.
Although, it's kind of a shame that we never got that treasure hoarder guy to play the melody again.
Oh, why is it a shame? I'm quite curious myself.
Right? How could anyone not be? When we were chatting with Mr. Dvorak, music seemed like such a positive thing. And most music is, right? It can help us relax, feel all warm and fuzzy, recall happy memories, or even just think happy thoughts. Paimon never imagined that music could be used to commit crime.
I know, right? It comes down to the ill will of the user. Their bad deeds influence the emotions associated with the music.
Oh, really? Huh. Makes sense. Paimon's musical understanding improves again. Well,
Plus
anyway,
one music
now that
understanding.
everything's resolved, let's get back to Liyue Harbor. Byron's still waiting for us with our random event
Random
rewards.
event rewards. Oh my god, Paimon. Can we destroy? Yes, sir. And give us that cabbage. And yeah, I don't have any space left. So let's just use that up. Hopefully I don't get to use artifact juice again. Hopefully. Nope. Okay, so let's report back. Should we just let's just take the shortcut. I mean, time check, we're already at an hour and I think we're not even halfway. So I'll probably continue this if I don't finish it this stream on Sunday. Buy one? Is that right? Yeah, buy one pala, but not buy one. Buy one!
Byron, we're back! Everything's all sorted.
That's great news. Oh, please wait here a moment if you would be so kind. Lady Ningguang instructed me to advise her upon your return.
Oh? We get to meet Ningguang. Buy one, Harsa. Hello, Ningguang.
My greetings to both of you. Long time no see.
And we get leg
No
shots.
need to be so formal with us, Ningguang. We've known each other for a long time now. You must be super busy with all the preparations for Latern, right? Don't mind us.
And I invited you to play TCG and stood you up.
On the contrary, I think it is those that I have known longest to whom I should extend the greatest courtesies. Alas, on a different day, I would invite both of you inside for some tea and a brief respite from your travels. But you're quite right. Trivial matters aside, there's no escaping the fact that we have a grand concert to organize. Once the performance itself is over, we'll then need to invite the representatives of the Iridescence Tour for a discussion on future collaboration opportunities. The financing arrangements alone could well entail many rounds of discussion. Simply put, there will always be work to do.
You're right about that.
Whoa, you're already thinking that far ahead?
Yeah, wise people should think
Well,
like
we can
2
discuss
steps
more
ahead.
current affairs if you'd prefer. I trust you saw this year's Mingxiao lantern at the docks when you arrived at the city?
We did.
It looked like a goose. Which Adeptus is it modeled on this time?
Is it not a crane?
Sea Gazer. I believe you're familiar with the name.
Sea gazer.
Legend holds that he was free-spirited and easygoing. People described him as a cheerful soul and a loyal friend.
It's been too long I can't seem
On
to
this
recall.
marvelous lantern rite, we pray that the fallen heroes may be guided home. If the sound of music can flow like the rivers and streams into every corner of the land, perhaps the souls of those who have gone before us will hear the song of a new era. I wondered whether the melodies will be to their liking.
Oh, they're gonna love them. I'm sure of it. At least, if the guy you mentioned is anything to go by, the Adepti and heroes of the past sound like a positive and free-spirited, cheerful bunch. They're sure to be open to new music.
Well, let's hope so. I heard that you'll be going on a search with Ganyu to find the descendants of a fairy lady from a Fontaine legend. I'm sure this quest to uncover the truth behind an ancient story will turn into a most charming tale. Do share it with me, won't you? I couldn't bear to miss out.
I think even if you don't share it, you'll know it eventually. Or even as fast as once we know of said topic. That's Ningguang for you. Eh? Here we go. The Exquisite Night Chimes. We have unlocked it. We have Radiant Sparks, Paper Theater, Vigilance at sea and behind the scenes. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. I like it. Very, very much. So I guess rated Sparks first? Ah, that's so cute. During the Lantern Night, Tian Tian, a recruiter from the Adventurers Guild, is eagerly rubbing her hands together in anticipation of an interesting event. And we have a few words in the foreground. A man's melancholic yearning, adepti and demons, and a heartfelt romance played out with paper. Wow, this is good art of Yunjin. And also Beidou. Vigilance at sea. During the Lantern Night, Hu Xing, the navigator of the Crux fleet, seems to be preparing a unique training quest. In Liver Harbor, an adventurer is busy with a certain task behind the scenes. Okay, I guess we'll do Radiant Sparks first, I think. Or I'll maybe close out for now. Okay, lots, a lot, lot of quests to do. Is that it? Where is it? So these are for the current events, right? I think we'll do the main quest first. Here, the single harmony for an irreplaceable soul. Wait at the appointment time 8 to 10 2 days later. You and Ganyu had agreed to work separately for clues about the woman in the Vorjak story. Now it's time to meet up. Okay? Let's wait for 2 days. Alright. Man. Yeah. If I can't finish the events, probably I won't be able to do the event activities for this stream. I'll probably do them on Sunday. So for now, let's just finish up the main quest. I think just like what we did with the what they call that event, the last event at Inazuma. Probably just like that time. I'll do the event the event activities at a later stream or date.
Looks like it's about time for us to meet up with Ganyu. Let's head to Eugene Terrace.
We are at Eugene Terrace, just a little bit lower. Okay. Eh? Ganyu! You haven't slept again, have you? Oh, Ganyu.
Greetings, traveler in Paimon. What time is it?
Oh my
Are you okay,
god.
Ganyu? You were nodding off there. Didn't you sleep well last night?
I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
Yeah, you keep saying you're fine.
Let's discuss the matter at hand.
Oh,
Since last
Ganyu.
time, I've been thinking a lot about the story Paimon told me. In essence, someone rescued a drowning man and performed some music. If that were all there was to it, it could have been many people, human or Adeptus. But the tune was allegedly so wonderful that the drowning man forgot about everything else, even his own impending death, and only came to his senses after being brought to shore. Perhaps there was an adeptal power at work in that music that he, as a mortal, could not perceive. Or perhaps he sensed a power surrounding him but lacked the words to describe it, not knowing where it came from. Either way, if this part of the story is true, then the rescuer has to have been an Adeptus.
You really think so? But this story is all the way from Fontaine. Isn't this a bit of a long shot? Also, Paimon's really curious about how people from Fontaine think this fairy lady looked.
Maybe they imagined her having wings. Maybe they gave her horns.
Then she looked just like Ganyu. Guess that does technically make sense. Actually, Ganyu, if you had to save a drowning person, how would you go about it?
Okay.
Huh? Me?
Yeah. How would you save a drowning
well,
person, Ganyu?
I'd get them to the shore, and then I'd probably hide behind a tree and watch them for a while. Once I was sure that they were going to be okay, I'd slip away without a sound.
Yeah, I would say so stealthy, but yeah, it's so cute. Well, at least from how God knew and Reno God knew, and how is telling the story. But from another person's perspective, I don't know how to get on about that. But yeah, it's so cute.
Got it. So basically, Ganyu's the type of person who doesn't like taking credit for her good deeds.
No, it's not like that. I'm just not very good at explaining things. And I also find it really awkward accepting other people's gratitude.
Well, what if this Adeptus in the story had a similar attitude? That would explain why she just left without saying a word. She was probably thinking something like, one was merely passing by and saw fit to address this egregious disruption to one's graceful zithering at once. You may keep your thanks to yourself.
That was actually a very good impression of Cloud Retainer, Paimon. As far as I'm aware, Cloud Retainer isn't the most musically gifted. Still, we can't completely rule her out just yet. If we set off now, we could head to Mount Outsang and ask her about it.
Outside.
You'll be able to confirm either way if it's her, and I can, I've been in Lea Harbor for so long now that I'm just not as familiar with the Adepti anymore. If there's anything we want to know about them, she's the best person to ask.
Sounds great! And we're pretty close with Cloud Retainer by now, so we probably don't even need to bring her food this time, right?
I've prepared a gift for her to mark the festival, just in case.
You still have
However,
some reservations?
Cloud Retainer spends most of her days studying mechanisms in her abode. She's on her own so much of the time that the moment she has someone to chat with, she just... Never mind. I promised I'd help Mr. Dvorak, and now that I've made the contract, I can't be having second thoughts. Traveler?
Do it for the
Paimon,
Vorjak.
let's set off for Cloud Retainer's abode.
Oh, Ganyu.
Seems like this is a tough decision for Ganyu, but she's made up her mind now. Paimon gets why she'd be so anxious. Okay, how about this? If Cloud Retainer tries to start telling stories about her again this year, we should pipe up and change the topic.
Okay.
Wait, did she leave already? Hey, Ganyu, wait up!
Ganyu disappears just like that. A single harmony for an irreplaceable soul. The Night Chimes Part 2. How do you pronounce that? Mount Aoshang? Osang? Aokang? Aoshang? I don't know. Okay. Let's go. Who cheesing? Here. Have this Ganyu. So we unlock the event menu. We have Festive Fever. Ooh, so this is how we unlock or invite a 4-star character. So we just need to attain 1,000 Festive Fever points. Is that right? Oh no, we just need 800. Yeah, we're gonna invite you. Tada! Man, I kinda want to invite Yunjin just so I can complete my Geo family team. But yeah, I'll need Yao more than Yunjin. So maybe next time, Yunjin. Hopefully, I can get you in the standard banner or any other banner. But for now, I need to get Yao. Festival anecdotes. So we're doing this now. How does one get to one's abode? Here? Here? Oh, here.
Paimon's so tired from trying to keep up. Don't either of you need to take any breaks?
Oh my god. Paimon's gasping.
I can't believe it. Cloud Retainer is not here.
Huh? Did we miss her?
She doesn't like to travel, so in the past, it's always been the other Adepti who come to visit her during the festivals.
Could she be busy with something else? Something else right now? Could she have run into trouble?
Somehow Paimon doubts that anything could cause serious trouble for her.
True. Now that I think about it, Cloud Retainer would be quite capable of taking care of anything on her own. There's no need to worry about her. Since she's not here, I guess the next step is to check all the other Adepti abodes, one by one.
One by one.
Uh-oh. Will it involve a lot more traveling?
But of course.
Got it! Paimon has a great idea!
Okay, let's hear it.
Please go on, Paimon.
Our goal here is to find the Adeptus that helped Dvorak's ancestor, right? We can't hear any music right now, but if she's really as nice as the story suggests, she definitely wants to help anyone
hopefully you're
who's
not
drowning,
suggesting
right?
to like fake
Yes,
drown.
I think that's fair to say.
So, all we have to do is get the Traveler to pretend to fall into the water, and the Adeptus will come to the rescue!
If you're so sure, why don't you try it?
You know perfectly well that Paimon can't swim! Paimon would sink like a rock!
I just think it's a bad idea. I guess we can we have to give it a try.
Just Paimon! The water's pretty deep over there! Quick, swim to the very center!
Really? Are we really going to do this? Oh my god. Okay, let's swim there. Swim to the center of the pool. Are we swimming yet? Here? What if we drown? Do we really need to drown? Let's try drowning.
Help! Help! Someone's drowning!
We drowned!
If only there
Oh my... Okay, you shouldn't really drown. Oh my god. Alright, let's try that one more time. Someone carries you ashore
What is
so
going
quick.
on?
Oh, it's Shao!
How do you feel right now?
Oh my god, even Sean!
Shenhe! And
the
the
Conqueror of
Demons.
Demons.
Why
Why
didn't
did
you
you
say
say something?
Please don't make Paimon explain it!
This is
Fine.
unexpected.
Paimon will explain. We're looking for an Adeptus who's good at being a lifeguard and playing music.
Being a lifeguard, oh my god.
But if the Adepti aren't gonna stay home, then how are we supposed to find them?
It wasn't me.
Yeah, so this Adeptus is most likely a woman.
And I am not an Adeptus, as you both already know, Traveler and Paimon.
Okay, so this is Paimon's fault.
Oh my god.
No way Paimon would have suggested this idea if she'd known how awkward this was gonna be.
Fine, sorry for troubling you both.
Glad you're okay.
Oh my god, even like Shao just like saved us. And unexpectedly Shanha. You're leaving already?
As far as I know, the one you seek is no Yaksha. And one last thing. Your actions here caused others a great deal of worry. Do not repeat them again in the future.
As ever, the Conqueror of Demons comes and goes, just like the wind. Right. I didn't dare to say a word just now. How's your training going, Shenhe? Have you made any plans for Latern Rite? We could spend it together in Liyue Harbor if you'd like. I had planned to spend the festival with Master this year. However... Speaking of Cloud Retainer, when did you see her last? Earlier this morning. She set off for Mount Hulao at dawn. I noticed she was using an Adeptus art of some kind to protect a mechanism that looked like a boiler. Maybe it was a gift for Mountain Shaper. I did not inquire. So we just missed her. Please excuse me for a moment. I think I'll leave the gift in her abode.
Sure. Thank you.
Like that, Cloud Returners disciples and
A lot closer recently.
their outfits.
Yes. During the summer and winter, I continued to train with Master. In the other months of the year, I have been learning to adapt to human life in Liyue Harbor. Ganyu arranged accommodations for me in the city, and also recommended several work positions for me. But when I try to blend in by referring to her as Miss Ganyu or Lady Ganyu, like the others, she says I mustn't address her like that. Sometimes I'm supposed to copy other people, sometimes I'm not. It's a little difficult to keep track of everything.
Poor Shanha. Still living, trying to become part of society. Ganyu doesn't want you to be too courteous around her. Ganyu gets embarrassed when people call her Lady Ganyu.
Oh, is that what it is? Noted. So, you came looking for Master today because you wanted to ask her about the Mystery Adeptus. Is that right?
That's correct.
Yep. Oh, speaking of that, have you ever heard any music while out training in the mountains?
Music? What is that?
Eh?
It's a kind of a happy or relaxing sound, or
Nerve-wracking sound.
sound, or even a terrifying one.
Okay, I'm done. I also left her a note so that she knows where to find us. We won't miss her again.
Yay! That's really helpful. Thanks.
We were just talking about this thing called music, and based on Paimon's description, I do believe I hear it every day. Please follow me.
Oh, really? Great, let's go!
I'm not sure if we should trust that though. Follow Shanha to her cultivation place. Oh my god, that's not really, not far away. Please don't let it be on the top. Please don't let it be on the top. Okay, good. It's just a little bit. So this is where Shanha trains?
This is the place. I enjoy training here to the sound of music.
I'm thinking really hard. Paimon.
Paimon's gone deaf! Paimon can't hear anything!
My condolences, Paimon.
Oh, whew. Paimon hasn't gone deaf after all! Paimon heard you when you just spoke. Anyway, where is this music?
The faint sound of birdsong, the quiet murmur of the streams. These are relaxing sounds. Are they not the music of which you speak?
Oh,
See, I don't trust that.
done with the description. Okay, fine. It's all Paimon's fault. What we're looking for are not the sounds of nature, but melodies played on special instruments.
Oh. And a melody is?
Go on, Paimon, sing us a nursery rhyme. Ganyu, why don't you sing that folk song? Oh, yeah. Please, Ganyu, please sing us that again.
Why don't you just sing that one melody Shen has heard before? It'll probably help her to understand what we're talking about.
Alright, fingers crossed this won't attract any whopper flowers. Is this the second time that... I believe this is the second time that the Traveler sang?
Oh, was that from the opera that Yunjin sang?
That was a melody, and melodies can be called music.
It felt like I was transported back to the past. In my mind's eye, I could see the Zhao lanterns lighting up the night sky again. We're all there, raising our glasses and drinking to our heart's content on the Jade Chamber. As I watched Yunjin's performance, I felt a warm sensation in my heart. And as the drink reached my stomach, it went from warm to hot. When you hummed that melody just now, feelings from a whole year ago came right back to me, as strong as they were on that day. So that's the power of music.
Wow, Shenhe. That was so deep! Music definitely has the power to bring up memories. It's like a time capsule with all the special moments from our lives squished inside. What about you, Ganyu? Are there any melodies that have left a deep impression on you?
I don't remember if my parents ever sang any lullabies to me. I know some local folk songs, and a few other things come to mind too. The songs of the sailors down at the docks, the little ditties that the vendors call out in front of their beloved shops, the tunes of folk artists performing on the streets.
All the sounds of Liyue Harbor.
Yes, that's right. In the past, whenever I heard the sound of those tunes, I always felt that they were worlds apart from me. Nenny and Liyue probably view me as a non-human. And they are right, in the sense that I never could connect with humans' artistic expression and their sentiments. So I haven't been able to integrate into their community and be a part of their lives. At least, that's the view I held in the past. Only more recently did I start to realize that the only barriers are ones that I have erected with my imagination. The way those melodies make me feel isn't all that different from other people after all. They're about mundane details of everyday existence. Life's ups and downs, joys and sorrows. Even though we come from different backgrounds and have different stories to tell, when it comes down to the most common things that we see and experience around us each day in the city, in that sense, we're all the same.
You go, Ganyu! You're really making progress. You have loads of friends in Liyue Harbor when you think about it. Like, okay, maybe some are more like coworkers and bosses.
Coworkers and
At
bosses.
the very least, Kuching and Shenhe are your friends now, right?
Yes, I am. Technically speaking, we should refer to each other by the conventional forms of address used among fellow disciples. But now that I know what constitutes a friendship, I do believe we are more friends than co-disciples.
Thank you, everyone.
Once the days are warmer, I would like to host you at my home in the city. Please invite Kuching as well. I've planted many types of flowers. I'm sure some of them will be to your taste.
You are too kind. I couldn't possibly.
Nonsense. You are my friend.
Uh,
I have cultivated and cared for the flowers just as you taught me. Once you've seen them for yourself, I am sure you can advise me how to do an even better job next time. I will save some for decoration. We can feast on the rest.
Then, thank you in advance. Wait, what is that saying again? If you insist?
saying. That's a say.
Do people say that? I'm not completely sure either.
It doesn't matter, okay? You got the point across. No need to split hairs. Paimon's more concerned about your idea of a girls' night out. Eating flowers? Really?
Eating flowers, yeah.
Does this have anything to do with you both being the disciples of that illuminated bird?
I mean, I get forgotten you, but Shanghai eating flowers? I thought Kitching will be munching on any flowers.
Who dares refer to one not by one's Adeptus title?
But
merely
merely
as that
illuminated bird. Now you angered Cloud Retainer.
Our greetings, Cloud Retainer.
Illuminated bird.
Double humph. Now she has the gall to
Use it rather than she.
Even after being chastised once already? Barely a moment has passed since we last met, and yet your impertinence has reached new heights. Very well. If you refuse to learn your lesson, one shall scold you no further. One has received your message from Ganyu. On the matter of the Adeptus you seek, one suspects to know their identity. Well, shall one lead the way?
Yes, please. Cloud
I still
Retainer.
have to complete my training for today, so I will bid farewell to everyone here.
Very
Bye,
well.
Shenhe.
Await my arrival at one's abode later this night. On this special occasion, you should indulge yourself with some savory dishes.
Happy Lantern Rite, Shenhe.
If you want to release a Shao Lantern, come and find us anytime.
Thank you, everyone. Happy Lantern Rite to you too.
That's cute. And heartwarming. I don't even recognize what they're humming actually. Head to the designated location. Here we go. We have finally can shed some light about this fairy lady we are trying to find. Eh? Man, I think I keep missing a lot of things here in Liyue. Let's just finish this. Oh, that was an exquisite chest.
What trinkets line?
And again, I don't have any space for artifacts. What? I don't have space for that? From getting 3? Huh. Am I really going to do this? Oh my god, I am gonna do this. So I only have space for 3 artifacts and then that's it? Guess I really exhausted all my space, huh? Anyways.
Is this Quaily Plains? Cloud Retainer, why did you bring us here?
Ganyu is of course familiar with the name Guizhong, but have you ever heard of her?
I definitely heard it somewhere, yeah. I think she was the one who created the Guizhong Ballista.
Guizhong is another name of Agentis, the
god
god
of
of dust. She was extroverted in nature and adored social gatherings and inventions alike. Long ago, this region was yet a prosperous assembly. Guizhong often invited her friends to visit her home, reserving for us seats around the largest stone table.
Nights being overrun by treasure hoarders.
Seagazer would always bring out his latest treasure and place it upon the table. He could be quite the braggart. Though usually a mild-mannered fellow, when it came to those collectibles he was so fond of, he always loved to show them off.
Paimon remembers that name. So that's what Seagazer was like.
He was an old friend and a former rival. One has many memories of him. Once he had brought out the treasure, it would predictably become the center of attention. Neither Guizhong nor one was content to let him just steal the spotlight. So we would then also present our proudest mechanical creations. As Adepti, we were each gifted in our own ways, and naturally proud of our accomplishments in our respective fields of expertise. As a result, one often quarreled with Seagazer. His treasures were not even of his own making. He just used his exploration skills to dig them out of the ground. How, pray tell, could he compare to me, when every single one of one's accomplishments were crafted by one's own hand?
Cloud Retainer, you are getting competitive again.
One digresses. Regardless, every time an argument occurred, Guizhong would come over to watch us during our mutual lambastics. On some occasions, she would join in, and on others, she'd take one of us by the limb and start uttering the most ridiculous nonsense.
What kind of nonsense?
Yeah, what kind of nonsense?
No kind of nonsense were we spared. Sometimes she would brazenly opine, "Ah, why argue between yourselves when neither of you could ever hope to beat me?" Other times, she would make unsolicited suggestions, such as, "Once you two are done arguing, let's go to the foot of the mountain and grill some meat." She always sought to make everyone happy, and one must say, she had quite the gift for it. No matter what nonsense she said, one never felt bothered or offended. It also helped that she never referred to one as that illuminated bird
Or lady bird.
Come on, get over yourself!
Anyway, just as our impassioned arguments would reach the apex of acrimony, Marchosius would bring his delectable dishes to the table. Who would dare snub the stove god and his wondrous creations? At the sight of him, we would all immediately drop the argument and prepare the table for a night of feasting and drinking. Back then, one was always bothered by how the cups Rex Lapis brought were always too square for one's taste. Can you see yourselves ever enjoying a drink from a square cup?
That sounds annoying. I don't think I really mind. Me too.
Then you are most tolerant, but that is its own virtue. Even one could never find fault with Marchosius's cooking. As we ate, Guizhong would continue to find topics for conversation, filling the table with humor and laughter. Each of those old fossils had their character flaws and points of obstinacy. So why was it that whenever we dined together, we always had a marvelous time? We would drink together from a spot high in the mountains until the moon set and the sun rose, and only then would the banquet finally come to an end. Streetwood Rambler would often remain to admire the flowers with Guizhong before returning to her own abode. The glaze lilies were far more abundant back then. Entire fields of them would appear to the eye as a veritable sea of flowers.
Streetward Rambler?
That would be Ping. You probably know her as Madam Ping.
Oh, okay. Wait, this is a lovely story and everything, but didn't we come here to find that Adeptus from Mr. Dvorak's story?
So who was the Adeptus?
Or are you saying that it was Guizhong? Didn't she, already,
Alas, long has one avoided this place for precisely that reason. The sights here are a reminder of a time long gone, and evoke much sorrow. One should have guessed that you would disrupt one's poignant moment of mourning with your incessant questioning. No matter, one will share the whole story with you now.
Cutscene?
In times gone by, one quarreled oft with Guizhong concerning mechanical principles. We each had our ideals, and neither would yield. Under the pretext of a social gathering, one invited the impartial Rex Lapis to judge the quality of our creations. But Rex Lapis declared that Guizhong's Obscuro Vopus mechanism was superior. Though one was too proud to acknowledge it, in one's heart, one knew that Guizhong was indeed the superior talent in the mechanical arts. As for the story between Guizhong and Streetward Rambler, that begins with a certain bell. In Guizhong's opinion, while mechanisms were no substitute for human composers, they were yet capable of producing simple but fine melodies. But Streetward Rambler believed music to be an expression of the soul.
an emotional enterprise that could never hope to be replicated by machinery. They argued endlessly, until one asked Rex Lapis to intercede. He confiscated the bell and designated it for ceremonial use. Thereafter, one would often find them convening in the mountains, discussing music, mechanics, and all the affairs of the mortal world. But these good times were not to last. War broke out between the gods, and soon engulfed the Guili Plains. Guizhong was overpowered by the enemy, and fell in battle. When Streetwood Rambler and I arrived at the scene at long last, all that remained among the ruins was her lifeless body. After this, at Streetwood Rambler's request, Rex Lapis granted her the cleansing bell for safekeeping. To honor our friend's memory, one made a few finishing touches to her ballistic device. Many Lantern rites have passed since then. Many greetings and goodbyes. Upon what do you gaze? The Guili Plains?
No. It's everything. We think of human life as like a lantern that's lit one minute and extinguished the next. But are we Adepti so different? Perhaps as dust settles after a storm, we too must one day return to the world below.
Bing! Streetwear them Rambler.
One has always been austere and private by nature, and has never relished socializing. One's dealings with Guizhong were born out of discussions on the discipline of mechanics.
What? You have loads of friends, and you seem pretty chatty.
Just because one is not ignorant of social graces does not mean one is fond of them. One is perfectly capable of partaking in conversation despite being introverted. But in the end, one is nothing like Streetwood Rambler. She is dauntless but thoughtful, not to mention eloquent and wise. Moreover, her friendship with Guizhong was far greater than one's own. Back when they were rivals, they would often compete against one another in the realm of musical composition. That cleansing bell was one of Guizhong's proudest works, having the ability to both compose and perform.
Wait, that's weird. Didn't Madame Ping say she pestered an old friend for that bell? And
Oh,
she also
that was
said
that
something
bell?
about being a vain beauty when she was young or something.
Was that the bell that was used for Rex Lapis parting? Or some kind like that?
Streetward Rambler, a vain beauty. My foot.
A vain
That
beauty.
bell has a sad history. Clearly, she refrained from sharing with you the truth of its origins, since the right time had not yet come. As for her old friend, who else could it be? As soon as Streetward Rambler heard that a certain Zhang Li wished to borrow the bell, she realized that the man was none other than Rex Lapis, and that he had made an enormous decision. After all, we all have known each other for several millennia. Some things between us are implicitly understood.
Whoa! So they were talking in secret code? Oh, Paimon did not see that one coming.
Enough of your intrusions. Where was one up to? Ah, yes. One remembers now. The cleansing bell is powered by a mechanical art, and can be used to great effect as an accompanying instrument. After the passing of its creator, it was used on numerous occasions during rites
Yeah,
of
yeah,
parting.
the rite of parting for Rex
But
Lapis.
Streetwood Rambler did not acquire it from Rex Lapis for the purpose of producing further funerary tunes. No. Each time she rang it, it was to play the tune that Guizhong composed on it. The two once clashed over their beliefs about the meaning of music. Who would have thought that with Gui Zhang's passing and Streetward Rambler's mourning, two tunes composed in discord would eventually become one harmonious composition? Once upon a time, Streetwood Rambler also loved gatherings, liquor, and music. But after Gui Zhang passed, she preferred her own company. She could often be found sitting alone at a mountain summit, contemplating and reminiscing with her zither. The music would go from mournful to soothing to impassioned. Many years passed before she finally composed a melody to her satisfaction. In celebration, she played the tune to the clouds. Regrettably, one has only ever heard her play that tune once. Which brings one back to the matter you've been investigating. Perhaps it was during that performance that the ancestor of your Fontaine friend fell into the water and was saved by Streetwood Rambler.
So we're actually looking for Madame Ping.
She was so happy with the melody. Why would she only play it once?
One was also greatly perplexed by this. After suppressing one's curiosity for a long while, one finally approached her and asked why she would retire the tune after having spent so long on it. In response, she said, "Though the strings that played that melody survive, the one who inspired it is gone. Tell me, Cloud Retainer, when the one attuned to my soul is no longer here, who else could hope to understand this tune?"
Aw, that's so deep.
Aw, poor Madame Ping.
Yeah.
I just remember being taken care of by you when I was young. Once the Archon War came to an end, I stayed behind in Liyue Harbor to honor my contract. Although I met Gui Zhang a few times, I never knew anything of this particular story.
Gui Zhang was quite the visionary, but tragically passed before her time. Her manuscripts still lie unfinished in the realm of clouds. Blank pages give one cause for contemplation on what might have been. Had you not decided to search for that mystery Adeptus, perhaps these stories too would have been lost to the sands of time.
Again, we are the one that records history all over Tibet.
As of now, you know the truth. That the Adeptus who rescued the drowning man was none other than Streetwood Rambler. Do you intend to discuss this with her?
No.
Do you mean Ping might find the topic too distressing?
Precisely. The passing of our old friend is a heavy topic that both of us are usually careful to avoid.
If I may be so bold, Cloud Retainer, could it be that this is just your own personal opinion?
Oh? How so?
I've been in Liyue Harbor for quite a long time now, and I've witnessed many farewells along the way, so I too am well acquainted with the pain of the passing of a loved one. But this doesn't bring the city or its people to a standstill. They have to keep moving forward. Someone as perceptive and wise as Ping will surely have come to understand and embrace this. Though these immortal mountains have lost an Adeptus, the harbor of mortals has gained a wise elder. No loss can ever be undone, but there is always much that can still be gained. Ping has helped countless people, and will guide many others in the years to come. And all to whom she extends a helping hand become her friends. People she can admire flowers and discuss music with. Though it is heartbreaking to lose a kindred spirit, life goes on, because there are new friends waiting for you further down the road.
Wow, that's very inspirational, Ganyu. Ganyu's right.
We even asked Madame Ping what she thought about adding a music festival to this year's Lantern Rite. When we get back, why don't we just ask her if she'd like to perform? Maybe we can even get her up on stage.
You youngsters and your imaginations.
Why don't you come with us? It's been a long time since you last spoke with Ping, and Liyue Harbor is always decorated so beautifully during the festival period.
Is not every Lantern Rite the same in this regard? Were there ever anything new to discuss? One in Ping could meet any day of the year.
I disagree. Each new day and each new year is different from those that have come before. How long will you simply let them pass you by?
If nothing else, do it for Ganyu. Or do it as a favor for me. Let's just do it for Ganyu.
The edibles she brought this time were indeed quite delectable. Very well. Then one will be off. If the other old fossils have sneaked away into the city to amuse themselves, one shall soon find out.
The other fossils.
All right. We should be getting back to the harbor as well. We don't want to keep her waiting.
Agreed.
Once the Guili Assembly, now the Guili Plains. Say, if we planted flowers there and cared for them carefully enough, do you think that one day we'd be able to recreate the sea of glaze lilies?
Allow one to take back one's praise from a moment prior. You are still far too given to flights of fancy, child.
What? Cloud Retainer? You were still listening?
One observed that you were making no effort to leave, and returned to chasten and hasten you. This time, one is departing in earnest.
You just wanted to intrude Cloud Retainer. Oh my god. Return to Liyue Harbor and talk. Here we go. Madam Ping. We're sorry on talking about a touchy subject. But here we go. I feel bad too for like... Well, I'm not sure it's bad or good. Yeah, this is a really touchy subject, but... I don't know. Let's leave it to Traveler on how things will fare. Oh, Cloud Retainer's here. Oh. It's the weather. Oh, it's clearing up. Okay, nice. Madam Ping? Cloud Retainer?
Whoa! Madam Ping? And Cloud Retainer?
It appears you made haste after all. One arrived but moments before you.
We have the teleport thingies.
Oh, bless my soul. To what do I owe the honor? How nice of you all to come and visit me.
Miss Illuminated Bird, haven't you said anything yet?
Said what, precisely? And why should one be tasked with saying it?
Cause you're the one who's known Madam Ping the longest.
Yeah.
Street word. Or rather, presumably, you would prefer to be addressed as Ping?
Oh, Cloud Retainer, you are uncommonly polite today.
One,
This is kinda awkward for Cloud Retainer.
Given that Lantern Rite is almost upon us, the weather in the city is most pleasant, and a sweet floral fragrance lingers in the air. Ganyu, please continue from here.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Yeah, let's do us all a favor,
So,
Ganyu.
this all started because we were trying to help Mr. Dvorak find the Adeptus who saved his ancestor's life.
Ganyu recounts the story to Madam Ping.
Cloud Retainer informed us that the one who played that melody and rescued the drowning man was none other than yourself.
Ah, let me think. Yes, I do believe I recall that encounter. What a long time ago that was. I'm surprised that you still remember it.
Even more astonishing, perhaps, is the fact that this story has survived this long at all, when mortal lives are so very brief. It appears that she has proven herself right once again.
Who's she?
Guizhang?
We like to call her Guizhong. From the look in Cloud Retainer's eyes, I sense that she has already told you all about her.
Albeit reluctantly, one might add.
There is no harm done. After all, Latern Rite's very purpose is to commemorate the heroes who gave their lives for Liyue. Although Guizhong did not live to see the splendid sights of today, she was as much a hero as any other.
So how has she proven herself right again exactly?
Once upon a time, she said to me that humans were a weak form of life that she wished to protect with her wisdom. But as she interacted more and more with them, her opinions on them began to change. She marveled at the beautiful complexity of their spirits, the sheer splendor of all they could accomplish through their hard work and intelligence. She told us that to underestimate human potential would be to make a grave mistake. With the smallest amount of guidance, enormous power can be unleashed in them. And a human who has reached their full potential may well be her equal. Someone who could have as much to teach an Adeptus as to learn from them.
Oh.
She always had a way with words.
I like how Genshin appreciates the spirit of you, or like how they, yeah, like how they appreciate a human in a general sense. Like, this is romanticism, the deep appreciation for the concept of a human, how flexible a spirit is, and all that kind of stuff. It's I'm also I'm just like noticing that, and yeah, I wanted to point out the appreciation for it. It's really beautiful.
That her mechanical accomplishments were judged superior to one's own was, one suspects, in large part due to her sheer eloquence.
Speaking of mechanics, Cloud Retainer, do you still remember that potted plant mechanism? The one that the two of you gave me as a gift?
Of course. Guizhong and one both put an immense amount of effort into that gift. It would be no overstatement to call it a testament to each of our individual technical genius.
As Guizhong once said, it takes every blade of grass and every flower to make a homeland. When I see the sight of Liyue Harbor before us today, I am reminded of this.
Madam Ping looks very emotional right now.
Well, she's been through a lot in her time.
Of all of us, it was Guizhong who was the fondest of these grand and exciting occasions. If she were still with us, I'm quite sure she would still be trying to best Cloud Retainer's finest works at every opportunity.
Liyue Harbor is always filled with the sound of music at this time of the year. If she were here, one is certain that she would seek you out to discuss and debate the virtues of various melodies.
Oh yeah, music! We've been dying to ask. What was the melody that you played back then? Oh, also, with you being such a music expert and all, why don't you join the concert as a performer?
I can make arrangements right away.
Oh, as much as I don't wish to dampen your enthusiasm, it's been a long time since I played this zither. My fingers don't have the dexterity they once did, and whenever I play that tune, it always reminds me of her. I start wondering what she would think of the changes I have made to her melody. There was a period of time whenever I started strumming, it almost felt like she was back again. Sitting right there on the stone stool next to me, chatting away. Skybracer and Seagazer too, looking just like they did in the old days. No matter how much time goes by, the moment that melody starts playing, it transports me right back to that time in my memory.
So the past still weighs heavily on your heart?
Well, I would be lying to myself if I claimed to have completely moved on. But that is not to say that grief doesn't get easier with time.
Yeah, but that I think there are certain times in our lives that we don't get to move on at all. It will just be there, a reminder of what transpired. Might be great or good. But yes, only it gets easier with time. So yeah.
Despite the sadness, I have found many things that bring me joy in life. It is simply the nature of the world in which we live that even if one wished to mourn for an eternity, it would be a nigh impossible feat. Just look at this potted plant. Isn't it stunning?
It takes an honest and open mind to confront and conquer grief. You have indeed made progress.
Be that as it may, I shall leave the Latern Rite stage to the youth of today.
Well, if you're sure.
Granny!
Granny.
Whoa, what's everyone doing here? Did something bad happen?
Ah, and now we've spooked Yanfei. No.
Oh my
Everyone's
God.
just here to give me their regards for the holiday.
Oh, that's wonderful, I'm glad. Well, in that case, happy Latern Rite, everyone.
Happy Latern, right, Yanfei?
Happy Latern Rite. Oh, I just remembered that I have some work to do at Yuehai Pavilion that I need to discuss with Yanfei. I haven't been able to find a chance until now. I will leave Mr. Dvorak in your capable hands. Cloud Retainer, Ping, we will be off for now.
Huh? Does it have to be right now? Which case is this again? Hey, Ganyu!
We just saw
It
Yanfei.
seems Ganyu still has much to learn when it comes to the art of deception.
What
Deception.
a pity. She has learned nothing of one's ability to carry a conversation.
No, the look
Since
they
it's
have.
been so long, Cloud Retainer, why don't you stay? I'll make a cup of tea and we can chat a while.
Gladly. This was one's intention as well.
When you next see the Fontaine musician, please give him my regards. I'd like to wish him the very best with the concert.
You got it, Madam Ping.
So do we tell the fountain
Thank
person?
you all. I think you've listened to enough of my nattering for one day.
Nonsense,
As
Madam
for that
Ping.
melody,
It's always
I
a
will play
pleasure.
it for you all another time. Goodness knows I need to practice it first.
Wow, that'd be great. We'll look forward to it.
When that time comes, wherever her spirit may be among the countless grains of sand and specks of dust between the harbor and the mountains, perhaps she will look at the Liyue of today and steal a smile when she sees the prosperous land that it has become.
Oh, that's actually beautiful.
Let's go tell Mr. Dvorak the news.
But first, let me know the thoughts of Madam Ping and Cloud Retainer.
Ping, what say you to convening more often in the future?
That would be quite wonderful. But I must say, after all this time, I've grown quite accustomed to the harbor. When we are to meet, I shall have to trouble you to make the journey to the city.
You sound just like Shenhe. The child is constantly telling one all sorts of stories from the city, as if one was partial to them.
Have you ever considered moving to the city, Cloud Retainer? There are plenty of people here to talk to. I think you would find it quite the antidote to the monotony of solitude. And if you looked around, I suspect you would find some young minds with an interest in the mechanical arts. Some of them even worth training.
Oh,
We shall see.
we get to see developments for Cloud Retainer. Imagine that Cloud Retainer being one of the people up Liyue and training the young minds, or even competing with them. Imagine that. Okay, let's talk to the Vorjak. Wait, yeah, I'm going on the wrong place, but still, there's no wrong place when you can fly. Man, I'm still taking, or rather taking up the of the story that transpired, and my appreciation of Genshin and how they portray those stories. I'm really fond of the story of Genshin.
Mr. Dvorak!
We found your
Greetings
Mr.
you
Man.
too. Thanks for helping set all of this up.
Welcome back. Did everything go well?
Really, really well. We found the person Mr. Dvorak was looking for.
Really?
Are you
No.
serious?
You recount the true story of the fairy lady Tukucheng and the Vorjak.
I see. So the melody my ancestor heard was an adeptus remembering her late friend?
That's right.
That certainly explains why it was such a powerful and poignant tune.
Huh. That's a really interesting first reaction. Guess that comes with having a musical mind.
I have to say, though, it's hard to believe that the fairy from the tale is now an elderly granny.
Oh, Paimon knows exactly what you mean. Normally, Adepti don't age at all. But Streetward Rambler, or Madam Ping as we know her, probably only became old because it's what she wanted for herself.
Mm-hmm.
Madam Ping possesses vast knowledge and great wisdom. Whatever physical form she may decide to take, her mind and wits are as sharp as they come.
Yep, Kuching summed it up perfectly. That's exactly what Paimon was trying to say.
I think... yes. I must thank her in person. That can wait until after the concert, though. For now, I need to devote all my emotional energy to the performance.
Speaking of, Madam Ping wishes you all the best at the music festival. Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that she'll stay in her usual spot, but listen to the performances from afar.
Wait, are you serious? Huh. Oh no, now I'm starting to get nervous.
Relax. Just treat it like any other performance.
Okay, alright. Nope, another rehearsal is in order. Please excuse me, everyone.
Another rehearsal lesson is in order.
Mr. Dvorak? He's already gone. Paimon wasn't even finished telling him everything. Before we set off on our search with Ganyu, he asked us about what music means to people. After our recent adventure, Paimon thinks we have a lot more to say about that now.
Please, share your insights with me.
Guess that depends on the person.
Well, we found out that music can be used for good, but also for bad. It can make people happy and moved, but it can also be sad and bittersweet. And music is like a kind of memory written in people's hearts. It can put you in touch with feelings from a totally different time and place.
Pretty much, though there was more to it than that. That was a broad summary, but not the most detailed.
It sounds like you had an eventful trip. Don't worry, I'm sure Ganyu will fill me in on all the details shortly.
Wait, does that mean you're gonna carry on working?
Mm-hmm. Just a few things to wrap up. All the groundwork is done. As long as everyone enjoys the festival activities, All our efforts are worthwhile.
Happy Lantern, right, Kacheng?
Happy Lantern Rite to you as well.
That should be everything taken care of, right? Oh, no, wait. Paimon feels like she's forgetting something. What was it? Oh, it feels like it was a while ago. Shoot! Latent... Wait,
Latern?
no.
Ah,
Wait,
bamboos.
bamboo shoots!
Yeah. Me too. Actually, I forgot about that.
Zhang Li said he wasn't in a hurry, so if we went now...
Wait. So Zhongli probably predicted this would happen. That's why he specifically said that it shouldn't be, it shouldn't be in a hurry to get these bamboo shoots. I mean, we met Yao Yao, and then things started up to some places, and yeah, I guess yeah, Zhongli already knew this was coming.
Even if we don't make it, it's not our fault. He could have totally picked them by himself.
Yeah, so
Anyway, let's go check with him at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
oh my god, Zhongli. Go to Wangshang Funeral Parlor. You're gonna get an earful from us. You already knew this was gonna happen. And we were gonna meet Yao Yao, and then we're gonna go to a lot of places, meet new people, and all that stuff. Oh, hello. More people to meet. They're practicing.
Oh. All right, let's take a break here.
I already watched the cutscene for this, so yeah, I already know what they're practicing for. But still,
Oh wow, look who it is! Are you here to hang out with everyone's favorite funeral director?
So you're just casually practicing your rapping skills at the entrance to your funeral parlor? In broad daylight? Okay.
you're freaking me out a little.
After everything we've been through, you don't see me for a hot minute, and you're back to being scared of your own shadow. We have all this open space, a clear view of the mountains behind and the sea in front. Not to mention we have several invisible audience members enthusiastically cheering us on. It's the perfect spot to rehearse.
Invisible audience?
Trying to scare Paimon again.
Gotta say, it took me a few days to get used to Director Who's way of talking.
Xinyan was pretty spooked too when she first got here. Just like when she sees a frog, but a giant frog with sharp teeth.
Come on, knock it off.
That's Indian is scared of frogs.
What's wrong? I've never seen someone look so confused before. Well, don't worry, because Director Who's here to explain it all. There once was a Fontaine musician who went around town on a mission. He came door to door for his iridescence tour, looking for acts to audition. With my words, Xinyan's chords, and Yunjin as our mentor, we'll take the stage by storm with flames roaring and the whole audience calling for more.
Heck yeah.
For sure! The whole dance floor will be yelling encore! Encore! Now Paimon's rhyming along.
Hmm? Did the what? Did happened? Eh? What happened to the voice? Wait, what happened to my voice? Uh-oh. What's happening? Oh crud. I think the computer just crashed. I hope people can still hear me. Okay, I can't. Crud. Can't use the computer right now. But there's a chance. I'm not sure if the stream is still continuing. Crud. Let me check.
Oh, don't you worry about that. I'm pretty experienced on the stage, and I've already informed the Yuhong of all the pyrotechnics we're planning on using.
Okay. Are we back? Are we live? Hmm. Let me check. Hello? Oh yeah, we're back. But my character isn't moving. I think Discord just we just reconnect. Okay. Hmm. Let's see. Okay. I think we're still good to continue, but yeah, my avatar just glitched out from that temporary uh thing that happened. But yeah, we'll continue on. Okay. Don't worry about that. I'm pretty experienced on the stage, and I've been already informed of you pyrotechnics we're planning on using.
Guess we'll just have to trust Xinyan on this one.
You've seen Zhongli, Director Who?
Oh, Zhongli. He took one of those fancy meal boxes and set off for the mountains. Said he wanted to pay a visit to some old friends. It's a real pity that he couldn't be around for this. As well as being a true connoisseur of traditional art forms, he's able to appreciate Xinyan's performances too.
Yeah, that's right. Matter of fact, he was the one who first invited me to perform here. To tell the truth, though, I never thought I'd really find myself rehearsing here one day.
Well, now you know. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is a great location. All of you are always welcome to come and hang out here, especially if you're in the mood to try something new. I can speak to that. Hu Tao is always full of fun surprises.
And jump scares.
Jump scares.
Actually, Xinyan, I have some lyric ideas for your part. Do you want to go through them together?
Okay, be right back.
Sure thing. I'm all ears.
Okay, we're back. And I think my avatar is alive again. Okay, I think we're gonna continue from here.
Oh, Traveler in Paimon, I believe Zhongli was heading to Mount Hulao, so make sure you're hiking up the right hill.
Mount Hula, okay.
When you see Zhongli, please pass on this message to him. It's up to him whether he wants to support us at the performance tonight, but I expect him to make time for the upcoming banquet we're planning. No
Banquet.
excuses. You should join us too. It'll be a riot. If there's one thing I've learned from being a funeral director, it's how to throw a party.
I get to see Party Hu Tao. A single harmony for an irreplaceable soul. Let's talk to you guys first.
I think that's a long enough break. Let's take it from the top, shall we? Ms. Eunice, such a strict mentor. These breaks aren't even long enough to have a sip of tea. Well, you were desperate to get involved, and this is what it takes. If I gave you half the chance, you'd be sipping tea till nightfall.
Hey, how about I treat us all to some late night snacks once we're done? Hu Tao, what you craving?
How about some stir-fried filet with a side of crab roe tofu?
Where are we gonna find crab roe tofu so late at night?
We could always just go pester Masterful Chef Zhongling. No, now I'm hungry. Alright, let's knock this out and then go grab some food.
Looks like the girls are having fun. Okay, let's go to Mount Hulao and find Zhongli. So quiet, so peaceful. There we go. Oh, Moon Carver, and I forgot the other one.
Paimon sees them! It's Illuminated Deer!
An illuminated bird. Greetings, everyone. Long time no see, actually.
A familiar face. Have you come from Liyue Harbor? How is the city nowadays?
Moon Carver.
But you know, if you're so curious, you can always go and check it out for yourself.
In fact, Moon Carver has been taking many walks on Mount Tianheng in recent times. I believe the sights of the city are quite familiar to him.
Zhongli! Here you are! We've brought the bamboo shoots you wanted.
Impeccable timing.
Impeccable timing. Zhongli puts on isang buti to cook a man in the next time. Moon Carver the mountain shaper. Okay.
Traditionally, bamboo shoot soup ought to be slow cooked for many hours on low heat. Using Adeptus arts to hasten the process is something of a shortcut.
Wait, that mechanism. Is that?
Indeed. Cloud Retainer kindly lent me her supreme cuisine machine.
Can we not just call it a cooking machine? Actually, never mind.
The
She
naming.
seems to take a lot of pride in her mechanical gizmos, so it's probably best if Paimon doesn't go changing the name willy-nilly.
I trust that you found the answers you were seeking during your recent journey?
Yes.
Excellent. The past should be remembered, but not overly dwelt upon. Our journey should be seen as a means to take on more from the world around us. When the bamboo shoot soup is ready, I must insist that you try some for yourself.
But of course, Paimon will scold me if it didn't.
Oh, Zhongli! Huta told us to tell you something. She said, it's up to him whether he wants to support us at the performance tonight, but I expect him to make time for the upcoming banquet we're planning. No excuses! When she says performance, she must mean the Latern Rite Music Festival. As for the banquet, she didn't tell us anything more about that, but she invited us to come as well.
As you can see, I have a prior engagement with two Adepti friends of mine tonight. Please, give Director Hu my best wishes for the performance. As for the banquet, since the Director insists, far be it from a mere consultant like myself to refuse.
Yay! Then we'll see you there?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Rex Lapis, the bamboo shoot soup is ready.
Thank you. I will examine it right away. The appearance is exquisite, and the aroma rich and intense. The craftsmanship of this machine is commendable indeed. Since you came all this way, you should not leave empty-handed. Please, take some soup. It tastes most exquisite while still warm.
Are we gonna get some in the inventory? Yep, it's gonna be in our inventory for a long time. Piping hot bamboo shoot soup. Zhongli.
I intend to reminisce with my old friends for a while longer. You ought to get back to Liyue Harbor. There is a performance you do not want to miss.
Oh, we get to see the performance? How about you guys?
Had one known that Cloud Retainer was in possession of such eminently useful devices, one would have sought to borrow one from her long ago. And yet, since you share my lack of enthusiasm for mechanisms and fine dining, it would have become a mere decorative ornament in your abode.
Well,
not so. Had one had such a device to make up for one's lack of culinary prowess, Shenhe would not have had to rely on flowers and herbs alone for sustenance while under one's care. In that case, shall we rendezvous with Cloud Retainer one day soon,
and request to borrow one more Supreme Cuisine machine.
Supreme Cuisine machine.
A fine idea. A fine idea indeed.
This is nice. Just Zhongli reminiscing with some old friends. Can we sit? No? Wish we could stick longer, but we have to return to Liyue Harbor for the performance. And we're gonna take a shortcut. Ah, cutscene. Here we go. Oh yeah. It's time to hear some.
Honored to be here on the Iridescence Tour stage. All right, without further ado, I'm Xinyan. This is Hutao, and this is a little something called.
Yun. Oh, Shangling.
I'm up here blazing trails through the midnight sky, lighting up the world below. And when the crowds all hear my voice, they'll meet the spirit of rock and roll.
Let's go! Hey, you butterfly, you two buzzing by, guiding your way to the afterlife, opening the path without a fright. Oh, I'll light the fire, watch it blaze across the universe. I'll spit my rhymes, watch your steps, or you'll get burned. Hey, woo!
Yeah!
Was that Madam Ping?
Does anyone have any plans tomorrow? With another year behind us, I think we deserve a celebration of our own. My treat. Interested?
The Tianquan footing the bill? I can't miss out on that.
Are they gonna release the Ming Xiao lanterns? Ah, Xiao! Yep, they're releasing the Ming Xiao lanterns. Yay! Happy Lantern Rite, everyone! Oh! Gooba! So cute.
Master, listen!
May the year ahead be a blessed one.
I believe it shall be.
Master, the Xiao lanterns,
Ha! Elementary. One shall fashion for you a Xiao lantern the likes of which the world has never seen. And you must take it to Liyue Harbor to display its magnificence for all.
Listen! That must be Madam Ping!
Madam Ping is playing? Da-na-na-na. Hey, that's really nice. Really, really nice. A single harmony for an irreplaceable soul. So beautiful. Yunjin!
Okay, Now I need to get a move on and write my next song.
Next song?
Listen to you. You only just fulfilled one lifetime dream. Are you really thinking about your next goal already?
Don't try to tell me you ain't the same way. I bet you've already thought up a name for your next opera, haven't you?
You know me too well, Xinyan. The Adeptus Seeking Voyage. How does that sound?
Oh, man! Yeah, I can already picture it.
I've also got just the finishing line for it. I'll close with, and the celestial melody echoed through the clouds forevermore.
Yeah, that's nice. Oh, I have a world quest? Hey, happy Lantern Rite, esteemed bonds. You guys have been having fun? How about on a special adventure with me? Wow, you call us esteemed ones. That's great attitude. Recently, we've been having a lot of fun, but why is Paimon getting a strange feeling that we met before? You guys are extremely diligent adventurers, so I'm sure we bumped into at some point. I'm Tian. I usually hang out around the Fayan Slope, looking to recruit. Okay, I'm on. Everyone and their cats in the past have heard my voice. You do like the permit. Yes, it passed my efforts, noticed by you guys. All the more reason for you to experience my masterpiece. Oh wait, I guess this is one of the event missions? Okay. Can you tell us a little bit of a particular adventure? Sure, then I'll cut to the chase. Recently I came across a new novel in one-man book house. Not that's it. Rather, I gathered some new information. I noticed that people's expectation for an adventure are rising, and activities such as climbing and wind gliding are not as exciting as they used to be. In order to get more people to join the Adventurers Guild, we'll need to come up with more novel and exciting approaches. So I teamed up with a couple of other recruiters, pulled together our resources, and consulted a few expert mountain climbers and fireworks craftsmen and designed a new racing challenge. There are many mechanisms laid out in the challenge. Just step on them and use the momentum up from the fire. Oh wait, yeah, this is the event. Fireworks, gunpowder. So for the challenge, you want to blast some people into the sky. Firework flying pieman. Rocket propelled pieman. Why are you so excited? You're also going up. Also with your string, an explosive barrel bursting in front of you wouldn't phase you, but who knows? It might just blow you away. Not to worry, the explosion is contained inside a tough device. I've taken the necessary precautions to make sure it's safe and injury-free. I've also filed a patent with the Ministry of Civil Affairs and have publicized this event many times. Please do not steal my idea. There are so many hurdles. You put a lot into this. As far as I can tell, you can just doing this racing challenge will stir the spirit of adventure, even the average passerby. Esteemed ones, your reputation precedes you. If you guys take part on this racing challenge, it will be attract a lot of people. I also prepared great rewards for this challenge. They'll be sure to encourage more people to join the Adventurers Guild. Okay, firework and gunpowder race. Let's go. Oh boy, time for Paimon and me to get blown sky high. Hey, Paimon sees you laughing. As Tian Tian said, it's perfectly safe. Don't you want to give it a try? And that's a deal. Without further ado, please give me a whirl. Hey, there are a lot of tracks for you to try. I'm sure you'll have a good time with them, and I'll get a couple small result. It's a win-win. Ta-da! Here are the challenges from Radiant Sparks. Yeah, but I'll have to do them next time. Probably next stream. We're already running out of time, and I only can max out at 3 hours today. Huh. Wait, are the quests done? Festival anecdotes. Oh, we still have one. Epilogue. Now it's time to attend Hutao's dinner. You head to Shinwek Kiosk with Paimon to tow. We still have 15 minutes. Yeah, I guess we'll do this. Where is it? Oh, wait until the following night. So yeah, let's do the final quest to conclude the story of this year's Lantern, right? Then, as for the challenges, we'll do them on next stream. I already got a lot of spoilers, so yeah. I kinda get the idea of, or
It's almost time for us to join Hotel for dinner!
okay.
Ooh, and we'll be meeting at Shinyue Kiosk. It's the place with a really long wait list. As expected of the parlor director, always so generous. Come on, let's go!
Let's go. I believe there shall be new meetings here. We'll see, we'll see.
Oh, so that's how it is. Thanks for the suggestions, Mr. Zhangli. I have them all noted down.
Chang'an, Xingqiu, Shangling, and Zhangli.
I've long heard that your knowledge encompasses all things old and new, Mr. Zhangli, but I never knew that you were well versed in the art of cooking, too. It is truly an honor to make your acquaintance.
No need for formalities. I too feel humbled to be in the company of such talented young people. There are many things I could learn from you.
Oh, you flatter us. If it's possible, may I trouble you to provide a few words of guidance for my practices in exorcism?
Exorcism? I can't say I'm an expert in the field, but if you don't mind, we could start by discussing...
Whoa, there's so many
And
people here.
Zhongli
All
gets
we knew
interrupted.
was that Hotel invited Zhangli over. Paimon never thought we'd be meeting so many old friends. Happy Lantern Rite, everyone!
Happy Lantern, right, everyone?
Likewise. Please take a seat.
Happy Lantern Rite! Are you having fun?
I'm learning a lot. I've become musically cultured.
Me too. I've seen Xinyan perform before, but this is the first time I've watched something like this. I heard that the audience loved it too, and she's been receiving quite a lot of performance invitations lately. She's more busy than ever, and Yoonjin's gonna help her.
Yep, and they asked us to pass on their season's greetings to everyone. They hope we'll have a wonderful gathering.
The performance was spectacular indeed. However, it gave Xiangling a huge burst of inspiration, which in turn gave us a bit of a headache.
Us? Did Xiangling ask you to try out her dishes too?
That, my friend, is beside the point. Watching you eat was enough for me. Come to think of it, I probably shouldn't have burdened Chong Yun with eating my share too.
Look, Xiangling came up with a new recipe. Let Paimon try!
See? Someone here knows how to encourage people. Thanks, Paimon. Oh, and I have to thank Mr. Zhangli, too. He gave me lots of useful pointers that really drove it home for me.
Oh, so that's what you were talking about before we arrived.
Yes. Since we'll be dining together, the topic of our conversation naturally revolved around cooking. Xiangling's ideas are truly unconventional. Her choices in both ingredients and spices are comparable to a melody dancing on the tongue. My suggestions were nothing more than the icing on the cake.
Oh, the two of you always deliver.
Now I'm getting embarrassed. Anyway, I'll get everyone to have a taste after I've adjusted the recipe based on Mr. Zhongli's advice.
That sounds like it might become a little safer to eat.
A little safer
How
to
about
eat.
I sample the dishes next time?
Speaking of eating, Paimon feels like we're missing someone.
You mean Hu Tao?
Hu Tao was the one who invited us, but she's not here. And where's Guoba?
Oh, Guoba volunteered to help Dad at the restaurant. You know, lots of people come over to eat during Lantern Rite. Without Guoba helping out, I probably wouldn't have had the time to accept Hu Tao's invitation. As for Hu Tao...
The director went to collect a guest. She asked me to stay here and host you for the time being. Seems like it's almost time.
Huh? Hu Tao went to fetch someone in person? Oh, that must mean they are super important. Could it be Keqing? Ningguang? Or Captain Beto?
I wonder who.
She didn't clarify. And as her subordinate, I couldn't just pry into the details, could I?
Suddenly, the door to the restaurant bursts open as if struck by her again.
We're here!
Who's here?
We're not late to the party, right? Right? Good thing the Conqueror
Xiao?
of Demons and I are both as swift as the wind. And whoosh, we made it just in time.
How did you invite Xiao? They both look surprised.
Oh.
Oh.
I see. So the important guest is the Conqueror of Demons. I've been looking forward to meeting you.
Looking
The director
forward
didn't
to
mention
meet you?
anything when she invited us. What a pleasant surprise. Gathered here with us tonight are not only young and accomplished individuals, but also the protector of Leo's
Alatus.
peace, Adeptus Alatus. To convene here with all of you is indeed a great honor.
A few days ago at Wangshu Inn, okay? Oh my god, Zhongli and
It's almost
Xiao.
Latern, right? Yet you took all the trouble coming
Oh.
here.
The director has a way of making it difficult to decline.
Rex Lapis, may I ask what troubles you?
The director asked me to buy sesame oil in preparation for the celebrations.
Then why would you come all the way to Wangshu Inn?
I had a pleasant chat with Chef Yen Chao and received some spices from him. And, see? Here's some matsutake and a portion of ham.
What about the sesame oil?
It's a shame. I couldn't find the kind the director was looking for.
Okay.
I'm sure you're exaggerating, Zhang... Sir.
There he goes again. Enough with the pleasantries. Go let our guests take a seat.
Are we just like...
Everyone here today is well known in their own field and has probably heard about one another to some extent. Some of us are even old acquaintances, so there's no need to be this formal.
Why are we all suddenly standing up? And the meeting with Zhongli and Xiao, okay.
I heard that the Conqueror of Demons and the Traveler are pretty close, no?
We're all friends, but not as close as Zhongli.
Together.
You should take a seat too, director.
Oh, finally remembered me. When we arrived just now, the hosts at Shinue Kiosk told me our dishes are almost ready. Perfect timing. Let's not wait any longer and ask them to bring out the food.
Are we waiting for one more? This is looking for the reds and the pleasant simples. Yeah, you're welcome to
I
that.
guess the person who Tao went to fetch was Xiao.
Me too.
Oh, that's also the first I've heard of the Traveler and Paimon being friends with the Conqueror of Demons.
You know Xiao Chu?
Knowing is a bit of an overstatement. I've always looked up to him. You might not know this, Paimon, but we exorcists have worked in close collaboration with the Conqueror of Demons for many generations, dispelling evil together, both in the open and from the shadows. Hard to imagine that thanks to Hu Tao, I've finally gotten the chance to meet him. Conqueror of Demons, I'm honored to make your acquaintance.
Likewise.
It is a great honor indeed to have a chance to meet the legendary Conqueror of Demons. Changyun has brought that name up quite a few times in the past. I remember you mentioning wanting him to understand the importance of exorcists.
Ahem.
We know each other too. He helped try my dishes during the Masterful Chef's cook-off. I didn't think we'd have the chance to meet again. Happy Latern Rite.
No anecdote, however, compares to meeting you in person. I'm Xingqiu, Shangling and Changyun's friend. The pleasure is all mine.
Whoa, everyone's getting all formal and polite all of a sudden. Paimon doesn't know what she should say anymore. Adeptus Xiao, mighty conqueror of demons.
Oh my god, Paimon.
Paimon's greetings too. Belated Happy Latern Rite.
Belated isn't the right word to use here.
Tried very hard to look for a fancy word, okay? Don't be too harsh on Paimon!
There's no need to be so polite.
You're right. This was meant to be a nice little get-together between friends after all. Too much formality kills the atmosphere. I didn't plan this gathering only for everyone to walk on eggshells. Hiya.
What is Yuhuta planning?
What's your true intention then?
A little get-together between friends, sipping the finest tea and watching lanterns float into the sky, bidding farewell to the past and embracing the present with joy. And that is something our consultant would say. I think it deserves a standing ovation.
Indeed.
Not clapping.
Skills, Director.
Acting
For me,
skills?
I'm just here to have fun and treat everyone to something good. We all worked really hard this year, whether traveling or guiding, cooking, helping with the family business, exorcising evil spirits, or conquering demons. And of course, our consultant, who's been helping out at the parlor every now and then. Everyone has done some pretty amazing things.
What is...
As the one who brought everyone together, it goes without saying that I'm the one most deserving of praise.
This is kinda getting really suspicious. Okay?
Sounds kinda self-important, but Paimon thinks it's pretty amazing that she managed to talk Xiao into coming. He rarely ever enters Liyue Harbor after
Me
all.
too, but everything is getting really suspicious, okay?
It wasn't as complicated as you think.
It wasn't complicated. It's hard to keep... to invite you to things, Xiao.
Okay, gotcha. Thanks, boss lady.
It's not boss lady, just boss.
Boss lady.
And there she goes. What a lively girl.
Conqueror of demons, Adeptus Xiao. Guardian of Wangshu Inn, hero of Dihua Marsh. I know you're there.
Quiet. Do not disturb the peace.
Sorry, but you wouldn't show up if I didn't yell your name, would you?
I know you. You're the 77th director
77.
of Wangshan Funeral Parlor. Is there something you need?
Okay, this is getting more interesting.
That does sound like one of Hu Tao's antics.
Did the Conqueror of Demons agree to come so that Hu Tao would stop pestering him?
There might be other reasons.
Smart
This is really getting more suspicious.
There's more to it?
It gets pretty boring from here on. I talked about the funeral parlor's past relationships with the guardian yakshas. You know, just to be sociable.
In the time of the Archon War, disputes were frequent, and disaster overtook the land. Humans couldn't escape from the torment of the plague, nor could they escape death. The Adepti vanquished the demons, the Millelith fought valiantly, and Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was responsible for purifying the diseased and sending off the spirits of the dead. That is how the border between life and death was maintained during the war. And it effectively prevented further incidents from happening.
That's right. 1 point for the consultant. But despite our deep-rooted connection, it still took me quite a while to actually convince him.
Was he worried about his karma?
You know him pretty well, huh?
This matter is out of my control, so I need to be cautious.
True, but I've kept that in mind too. That's why everyone here today is in one way or another acquainted with elemental power. Besides, it'll only be for a short while as we dine together. There won't be any lasting consequences.
This is really getting more suspicious.
Expect there to be so many people.
There's no need to worry, Conqueror of Demons. We're not feeling anything unusual so far. Our young exorcist over here is protected by his pure yang energy, so he's probably the most resilient.
That's not the same.
Is it not?
And did you just toss your carrots into my bowl? Hey, don't look away.
Huh? What?
Oh my god.
I'm siding with
This-
Tongyun. I I saw that too.
These two.
You're lucky Guoba isn't here today. He hates seeing people being picky with their food. If he'd seen that, he'd definitely make you eat all your carrots.
Oh my god, Sing Cho.
Boba would do that? Is he that uncompromising? But now that I think of it, Xianglin told me that Guoba used to be the stove god.
It sounds like you've heard the rumors.
You seem pretty... So they already know that Gooba is the stove god? You seem pretty quiet today. Is everything okay? Not just being around so many people?
I'm doing fine. Not long ago, before Latern Rite, I met an old friend. Thanks to his help, things have been a lot more stable than before.
That's good to hear. Give everything you don't eat. An old friend?
You should know him. He's...
The wind?
Seeds of story. Brought
Venti!
And cultivated by time. Did Paimon just unconsciously complete the thing? That voice.
Could it
Could it
be?
be?
Venti! Zhongli. I'm not sure this is an awkward...
If I'm not mistaken, there's someone knocking at the door. Don't just sit there, Zhongli. Go welcome our guest in.
What is this?
No
This
such need. I'm coming in.
is so weird. The door at the restaurant gets blown open by the gust of wind again.
You finally let me in. Hello, hello. No matter if we've met before or not, this moment marks a brand new encounter. Old friends and new.
Happy Lantern.
Latern Rite.
Venti! Oh my god!
It's the tone deaf bard.
We get to meet Venti here.
Oh, he seems to carry a valiant breeze wherever he goes. It looks like we're gonna be friends.
What is this?
Fate
This is
has
very
brought us
sus.
together, so come on, take a seat and be my guest. Help yourself. Oh, I'll ask them for another set of cutlery.
This young lady here is as bright as a fresh bouquet of flowers in the morning's rising sun. She no doubt is the one with the most authority here. Whoa, these dishes look amazing. Is it really okay for me to join in? All right, I'm digging in.
Huh, it's you.
Oh, isn't this Genyu?
Senyu?
Genyu?
Oh no, he's gonna give Singju's pen name away.
Yep. Now that I've taken a closer look, you're a fan of Genyu's works, aren't you? I met Singcho at a light novel convention. How I wish we'd met sooner. I never expected that there'd be another person in this world who could interpret Genyu's new novel as thoroughly as I could.
Venti, you're being too humble. Considering your poetic talent, your fundamentals are way more impressive.
Could this new guest be Master Sing?
Oh my god, that look! He's my old pal too. Looks like Xiao knows him too. Oh wait. These two. Could it be? This is your guess from Master Singcho's friend?
Yeah! Xiao, you remember me too, right? We had a chat not long ago.
Yes.
What is
Monsters
going
become
on?
more active than usual as we get closer to Latern Rite. I was patrolling Dihua Marsh a few days ago when I happened to run into this.
Ano yun?
Already forgotten?
Wait, ano yun?
Bard. Remember?
Ano yun? Ba't parang may, like, one frame? I don't know. Oh my god. It's so weird.
And bards go around singing wherever they like.
Oh, right. And this bard was performing in Dihua Marsh. It was a moving melody. And it made me feel relaxed and at ease. I couldn't help but stay and listen.
So it's really trying his best here not to, like, not to spill the beans to everyone. Oh my god, this banquet.
Thank you for your patronage.
So that's how it was. I see.
I understand now too.
What did you understand, Zhongli?
I'm Zhongli, currently working at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. It's a pleasure to meet you, new friend.
New friend, right?
And I'm his boss. Oh, and if there's anything unsatisfactory, let me know anytime.
That's very considerate of you.
Oh? No wonder. Only a boss as savvy and reliable as you would be able to hire such an impressive consultant.
Such an impressive
You're
consultant.
too nice, Venti. Not to brag, but our consultant truly is impressive. His knowledge extends across the stars and the land, and there's nothing throughout history that he doesn't know.
Across the stars
In
and
the
the land.
sophisticated way he speaks, it's hard not to suspect that he could very well be an adeptus in disguise.
Oh my god! What is this?
Shao, you're an adeptus. Do you think it might be
Oh my
possible?
god! Oh my god!
Sorry. I'm only good at conquering demons. I'm afraid I don't have much knowledge in that matter.
What is this? Really?
But Paimon thinks you're super knowledgeable.
Paimon, play along!
Huh? Oh! Right!
Oh my god, Paimon.
Shao's a warrior. He doesn't come to the city very often, so it's pretty normal for him to not know
Oh my god.
anything.
With that line, it's like Paimon knows something.
Really? I've actually heard a few things about Mr. Zhongli before.
Oh my
The
god.
guests in the tavern talked about this refined and courteous man who, instead of having wine at Mondstadt's finest tavern, ordered a cup of hot tea with the most complex name.
Now that you mention it, I seem to recall that there indeed is a musician like yourself in Mondstadt. I've heard that he's elegant and amiable, his works witty and vibrant. It's no overstatement to regard him as the best bard in Mondstadt.
Now you're making me embarrassed. I would say that Mondstadt's poetry is a little run-of-the-mill sometimes. There's one I heard a while back that went, "The old house is renewed, welcoming the spring breeze, awakening old memories." The meaning's there, but the word choices are unimaginative, and there's a distinct lack of literary flair. I think so too. The composition needs a little jazzing up.
What's happening with the Hoot House
If
here?
I were to give it a go, I'd make it an old melon on a vine, a new flower that grows fine. Oh, good one! It feels unique and has a nice ring to it. You have great taste, Venti. I was afraid about you. Let's shake hands. Of course, of course.
This is all very sus. What's happening?
Shinjo. Mind lending me a few books when we get back? Pick out some well-written ones. I don't know if it's my own lack of literary knowledge, but I couldn't tell the difference between those two.
I don't think it's your fault.
Chongyun's right. It's not our fault.
Paimon, watch and learn from Hootao and Venti. This will come handy for your ugly nicknames.
Oh, you have a point.
Hootao?
Speaking of, why is the tone-deaf bard here? Are you here to take part in Lantern Rite too?
I heard that Liyue will be hosting a Latern Rite music festival this year. As a musician myself, how could I possibly resist the temptation to come take a look? Or listen. Getting to know other musical styles is essential to sparking inspiration, don't you think?
Ah, but the music festival wasn't planned beforehand.
As for the Fontaine friend who hosted the festival, I saw him near Stone Gate the other day. The Iridescence tour has finally been held successfully for once, so I had to congratulate him.
Thank you, he must feel very grateful.
Don't think anything of it. By the way, I was watching as you entered Shinyue Kiosk, but no one seemed to notice me. Should I say that it's because I'm an expert in hiding, or that a certain someone deliberately ignored the sound of the wind?
Oh my god.
Whenever Lantern Rite comes around, Liyue Harbor becomes bustling with activity. People are all busy watching the lanterns and strolling around the shops, and they might just go travel somewhere on a whim. It is rather difficult
Is
to
there something
predict
like...
another's whereabouts.
Is there history between these two? As if like Zhongli was trying to block out Benny.
The festival is in full swing and proceeding smoothly, and we're all gathered here with friends, new and old. This is no doubt a wonderful occasion worth celebrating. To come together with all of you at the beginning of the year, one can't help but be filled with joy. In a moment like this, I propose we raise a glass together. In my case, tea in lieu of wine.
Huh?
Very well said, Mr. Zhongli. That was exactly what I wanted to say. Now I'm getting a little self-conscious. I didn't cause you too much trouble barging in like that, did I? We usually drink wine during occasions like this over in Mondstadt, but since Mr. Zhongli insists on drinking tea, I'll give a toast with tea too. Everyone, thanks for the treat.
You're welcome. As the host of this gathering, I hope everyone enjoys the food and drinks. May this year be better than the last. Considering that everyone may have other matters to attend to later, sticking to tea seems like a good idea.
Xiao, what is it?
All of a sudden, they started proposing toasts. Should we?
Xiao,
What's with the urgency?
are you done eating? Wanna head out for a walk?
Sure.
Have you two finished eating? It's always nice to have a breath of fresh air after a meal. Helps with digestion.
Paimon will come too.
What the hell is going on? You're still hungry, right?
Yeah?
Don't worry, we'll be back soon.
Okay then. Don't forget to come back.
We will... Don't Paimon. I heard that line before. We will come back, please. Don't make me cry. Lives here. Anyway, let's talk to this guy.
Seems like our new friend is an expert in wine.
I deserve no such praise. I only drink for fun. It's nothing compared to your expertise. I'm glad we're only having tea today. What if I got drunk and said something nonsensical? I'd surely become an object of ridicule to someone I've just met.
I can
No
feel the
such
atmosphere
thing.
between these
I
two.
wouldn't dare disrespect the director's guest.
Oh my god, these two! And what the hell is happening? I'm still so confused.
About you and Venti. Could he be a partner in your family business?
That's right.
That's right. No,
You know
why
how
would
my
you
family
create
is.
that lie?
A lot of business secrets can't just be divulged at the dinner table.
Ah, just as I thought.
Oh my god, what the hell is happening?
Did you talk about anything interesting before we started the meal? Anything fun I missed out on?
Oh, we were talking about cooking. Mr. Zhongli told us that he went on a trip to Xiaoyang Village the other day and got a hold of some uncommon ingredients. Tea seed oil and sesame oil. He suggested I try using those in my new dishes.
Oh, no wonder he left his post for so long that day. Those ingredients would be difficult for anyone else to find.
I believe Hu has
Guess
her
I'll need his help
suspicions.
next time as well.
So he elaborately planned all of this in joining the pieces together. Oh my god!
You're not allowed to leave Paimon here alone.
Don't worry, Paimon, I won't leave you.
Paimon's worried about saying the wrong thing.
What the
Let's depart. You go ahead.
What is happening? I'm so excited. What the... I want some answers.
Are you alright?
I should be the one asking you that.
It's hard to describe.
Unfamiliar with gatherings like this?
It's not that. There were those among the Adepti who loved gatherings and idle chit-chat. Sometimes they would call up a few others for a drink. Even I got dragged along to their gatherings.
Is this
many
awkward for
times.
you?
The Adepti all have their specialties, making most of them proud and arrogant. Everything they say is straight from the heart. It never gets too complicated.
What?
But Not this time.
I understand. It's all Zhongli's fault. I understand it's all spent. I don't know who to blame here.
No, no. I didn't mean that. So you know his true identity. I'll get straight to the point then. The Animo Archon is a free spirit, and his temperament is as carefree as the music he plays on the flute. It's easy for a god like him to live in harmony with humans, and that's something I might never be able to do.
You don't have to be like them.
That does sound like something you would say. No matter. I know my circumstances. Whenever I think of the ordinary conversations I've had with you, it feels strangely novel.
Strange in a good way?
Yes. The parlor director went out of her way with the invitation, so it was difficult to turn her down. I had made mental preparations before agreeing to come. She told me that all the guests today would be acquainted with elemental power, and I knew that you would be here. But I didn't expect the other guests to be...
No one would guess. Yeah.
General Capisis always said that we should live in the present and enjoy every pleasant surprise. Perhaps that's what I should do with what I'm feeling now. But I think he meant designing clothes for those around him. The clothes were intricately designed, but inconvenient to wear. Brother Bosacius never tried to hide his distaste in front of him. Rex Lapis did like his designs and even collected quite a few. The outfit he wears now was also designed by General Capisis himself. I never saw him wear this during the war. I didn't expect him to start wearing it later.
Oh, here you are. I'm not intruding, right?
You're not. What is it?
Hu Tao saw that everyone's done eating and asked the staff to bring out the desserts. Paimon got so anxious that you weren't back yet that she scarfed down her dessert without the usual slurping and munching.
But not so anxious that she can't eat. Sounds like she'll be okay.
To be honest, I was kind of worried too. You looked a little restless just now, and I thought you weren't used to the food here and was planning to head back to Wangshu Inn for something Yan Chao made.
You're worrying too much.
Xiao, don't put any limnestic wind cycling on it. Oh my god.
Why would I? Anyway, let's head back.
Why would I?
Please wait! There's another reason why I came looking for you.
No?
Here, take these. I brought them for you.
Almond tofu?
Yup.
Almond tofu, Xiao's favorite.
Since the Masterful Chefs competition, you could say that Yan Xiao and I are not only competitors, but good friends as well. I visit him at Wangshu Inn sometimes to discuss our cooking. I heard him say that the esteemed guest on the roof loves nothing more than a good plate of almond tofu, so I learned a thing or two about the dish from him. I'll be honest, before Hu Tao invited everyone, she secretly came looking for me, told me about the guests she planned to invite, and asked me for some suggestions on what she should order. So I made a few servings of almond tofu for you guys in advance. Take them as a token of gratitude for your support.
Oh my god.
When I told Guoba that I was making these for you, he started eagerly running around the kitchen and helping a lot too.
Thank you, Shangling and Gooba.
Thank you for the trouble. There was no need to...
Ahem.
I'll take them. Thank you. And Guoba too.
You're welcome. Oh, the almond tofu I made probably tastes and feels a little different from the type Yan Xiao cooks. Please let me know if there's any improvements I should make.
Okay.
That's really cute of you, Shangling.
That's all. Alrighty, we should head back now. We can't keep Paimon waiting.
What the hell is going on? I'm still dumbfounded about everything.
You're finally done whispering secrets to each other? So much for promising Paimon you'll be back soon.
We were pretty quick. You're only angry because you have no sense of time.
How could you say that to Paimon? no sense of time, Paimon will let you know what having no sense of fullness looks like. Your dessert is all Paimon's.
Sorry to keep everyone waiting.
This is very
No worries,
suspicious.
we're all just chatting here. There's no serious business to take care of. Whether we're chatting outside or inside, it's all the same.
Strive to be more like Hu Tao, Paimon.
Paimon's too busy eating to talk to you.
Paimon's
But
now
even though
angry.
we're all well acquainted by now, I think this festive gathering deserves something ceremonious.
Oh?
Is this some local custom?
It might as well
Nope.
will be. Nope.
This is something I made up so that good luck will be on our side, that's all.
Okay.
Spontaneity is the best choice to make here. Let's use this incense burner on the table. It's been lit for so long now that the incense is running out. I'll leave refilling and lighting the incense to the most distinguished guest among us all.
What the hell is
Lighting the
happening?
incense will
This is so
signify
weird.
continuous growth and prosperity in all our endeavors in the new year.
I see. Perfect symbolism, as expected of Hu Tao. And speaking of the most distinguished guest here today, I'm sure we all agree that it's Mr.
This is
Zhang
Zhang
Li.
Li.
I'm not very familiar with the details of his past deeds, but chatting with him has been a real eye-opener, even for a bard who has traveled all across the world.
Yeah, no, don't,
If
Chow.
knowledge were a form of power, one could even say that you're a wielder of unlimited strength.
But when it comes to having a way with words, the notable
Oh my
bard
god, they're
is certainly
bickering.
one cut above the rest. I just happen to have a good memory. It is such an unexceptional skill, yet you made it sound like an unparalleled talent. I am truly impressed. Since
Zhang Li
we all
keeping
get
his
to
cool.
nominate someone, I think it's only fair that we let the parlor director light the incense.
Huh? That won't do. Don't flatter me just because I'm your boss. We are looking for the most distinguished guest here. As the host, I shouldn't be involved in this discussion at all. Now that we've enjoyed this table full of delicacies, how about we let our one and only chef here do the honors?
Is this really the way this works? I didn't cook any of these dishes.
It's not a big deal. Just look at her, Xiangling, the disciple
Oh my
of
God.
the Adeptus, the Stove God's best companion, the winner of the Masterful Chef's competition, the only heir of the famous One Mean restaurant, a good old friend of mine. There's no better choice.
Why does Paimon feel like we're back at square one again?
Don't clap in unison.
You're making me embarrassed. If we're looking for a distinguished guest, surely the second son of the Fayum Commerce Guild counts. It's one of the largest commerce guilds in Liyue Harbor.
Huh? Don't get me involved in this. Oh, not a bad choice. With the Commerce Guild's young master lighting the incense, we're all sure to make a huge sum of mora in the new year.
That's not how it works. Making a fortune is indeed a fine wish, but it's of lesser importance than good health and happiness. Which means we should choose Chongyun, the skilled
It's into
exorcist,
bullying Chongyun again.
evil spirits.
Huh? Now you're nominating me? I can't be the one when we have the Conqueror of Demons right here.
Now you're pointing at Xiao.
Adeptus Xiao has the most seniority among everyone here today. We should...
Don't even
I
think.
refuse.
I
I'm
refuse.
most certainly not the most distinguished guest here.
Is he going to say Zhang Li?
You should all be able to make the right judgment based on your observations.
Wait, don't.
One person here is well acquainted with everyone else.
Hmm? Surprise, surprise! It's the traveler. that looks.
Oh, that's right. Even though you're always mocking Paimon, you're still pretty popular with other people.
I'm as the sender.
No, wait. Paimon said she wouldn't talk to you again.
I'm not only well-connected person here.
Who else is there?
Of course, you.
Huh? Huh? Does that mean Paimon's the most distinguished
It doesn't take too much to please Paimon.
Well, that was unexpected!
Accepts it anyways.
I agree. Paimon's just the one we need.
Oh
Without
my
a
god, these
friend
people!
constantly by your side, a long journey would become dreadfully lonesome. But once you have someone there to brighten up the atmosphere, everything along the way will become lively and vibrant too.
Ah,
I believe
traveler
everyone
has traversed
can
many nations,
agree with that.
left behind a great deal of fascinating stories. But without Paimon, they would have become quite monotonous. Paimon plays an indispensable role in making your journey a happy
Oh my
and smooth
god.
one.
You guys, Paimon's not used to being praised.
I'm not sure if this is taking advantage. Because all of these people are, I don't know.
Compliments, right?
Yeah, Paimon, I would question that too. Of course, you're the best travel companion ever.
Thank you. You made Paimon wait for a long time.
Now I feel bad.
Paimon's not mad anymore.
Somehow, just not non-genuine things make me feel bad. And now it feels like taking advantage of Paimon.
Don't take everything to heart, Paimon. Friends tease each other all the time.
That is indeed true.
That means Paimon is as important to the traveler as Guoba is to me. Looks like we've come to an agreement. Any objections before we proceed?
I trust the traveler's judgment.
Then Paimon it is.
Paimon.
And now, the world's most excellent traveler's greatest companion, guide, and friend, Paimon, will be refilling and lighting the incense for us. Here you go. Take the match and don't burn yourself. But if things go really
Oh
wrong,
my
here's the
Two
2-for-1
down.
coupon.
Amidst everyone's laughter and applause, Paimon clumsily lights the incense. You all have a relaxed heart-to-heart chat all the way until nightfall. Not everyone's had their fill of delicious food and tea. It's time to say goodbye.
It's getting late. I won't take up any more of your time. You're all free to go as you please.
The food and desserts were delicious. Thanks for the treat, Director.
Yep, the tea was amazing too.
You don't have to go all polite on me. Just remember to come when I invite you next time. Let's see. It's dark out, so I'm going to accompany Xiangling, Xingqiu, and Changyun back home. As for the rest of the guests, I'll leave them to our consultant.
No need. I'm headed towards the harbor to meet a friend on the ship. There's no need to trouble one such as Mr.
Zhang.
Zhang Li. I think you know the place I'm talking about. Come meet me anytime.
I will.
It was great getting to know you all. Let's meet again when the spring breeze begins to blow.
Bye. Oh, we should write poetry together sometime. We'll catch you all later then. Don't forget to return to the parlor later. There's something I need you to do.
Understood. See you later.
Bye.
Well then,
Rex Lapis.
just Zhongli will do. I live as a mortal in Liu Harbor now. I am just one among many who begin work at sunrise and retire to rest at sundown. If we were to consider status and seniority as Zhongli, I should be respectfully referring to you as Adeptus Shao.
Heaven forbid.
Adeptus Shao. Let's stop teasing him for now.
I meant what I said. I heard that during the Latern Rite Music Festival, you conferred with Streetward Rambler and Cloud Retainer. I take it as you've gained a lot more knowledge about the past? The same truth will sound different coming from different people. As more bear witness to a story, feelings and interpretations expand in variety too. I once had a pleasant chat about the past and present with a Sumeru scholar named Soraya, and learned a few things about her research topic. From the evidence she found and the conclusion she made, her area of research is already very close to the truth. But there are multiple sides to humans and gods alike. In the legends recorded by humans, some gods were depicted as arrogant and condescending, while others were kind and capable. But whether to me, Streetwood Rambler, Cloud Retainer, or younger adepti such as Shao and Ganyu, those adepti and gods that may seem extraordinary to humans are something more akin to close companions. This was as true back then as it is right now. Just how Shao may seem unapproachable to most, but the Traveler has proved otherwise. So there's no need to dwell too much on certain things.
I mean, Zhongli, what you're saying is...
It looks like you understood what I meant. Ah. The director asked me to accompany you on your return, but I don't think you'll need my protection. I'll be taking a walk around and admiring the night scenery. After that, it'll be time for me to go back and meet up with the director. Goodbye for now.
Bye,
Shao isn't into like playing playing with this whatever charade this is. And it takes really a lot on Shao. Oh my god.
Paimon always feels a little empty inside when a lively celebration ends. But at least you always stay by Paimon's side. No. Paimon got it mixed up. Paimon, the best and most distinguished travel guide, will always stay by your side, traveler.
It's my honor. I'm afraid there'll be a lot to ask you in the future to most distinguished Paimon.
Good that you're aware of that. Shell, is there anything else you want to do? We could take you on a tour of Liyue Harbor.
No need.
I kind of expected that
I've stayed here
answer.
for much longer than I had expected. The city lights are a fine sight, but it's time for me to leave. The events of today occurred so abruptly. I appreciate your kindness.
The feeling's mutual. You don't have to thank me every time.
Okay. I'll see you next time then.
Between facades and familiar faces. So that's what it meant. Okay, I guess that's that, right? Oh my god. Yeah, that's that. What the hell was happening back there? I was so confused. And we saw a little bit how I think Zhongli and Venti are not really getting along. And Shao had to play along with both of Zhongli's and Venti's charades. Oh my god. Could have been a disaster. Okay, we're already at 3 hours and a half. We went a little bit over time, but yeah, it was all worth it. The epilogue was quite quite a surprise. I mean, two Archons meeting again is very a rare sight in Genshin Impact, especially if it's canon here. Okay, I guess that's that. Not to reflect more on the things that transpired, but yeah, it's getting kind of late, so I guess I'll leave my thoughts to my own for now. So, thank you everyone for staying tuned and having this experience of Lantern Rite with me. A lot of things happened. Quite a blast for Lantern Rite. So yeah, people, friends, and animals of any species, please. I mean, please, not please. Thank you for staying with me, and that's it for now. See you on the next stream. Bye everyone. Happy Lantern Rite. Bye.